Well, hello, friends. How are we doing? Another night. I'm a ginger. I have no friends. You must have friends. I was going to make some sort of joke about eating you, but that seems inappropriate right now. What is up, everybody? It's good for your health to not have friends or to eat you. I don't know which one. Which one are we referring to here? How is every ginger? Actually, yeah, you're right. It is. So what's up, everybody? How are we doing? Everybody doing well? We got what? Tomorrow 10 was it 10 a.m.? Ah shit, I'm already forgetting. Is it 10 a.m. Pacific? They posted it in the news. Yes, it is. Yes. 10 a.m. Pacific start. 12 a.m. Noon here, basically for me. How does one sign up for the key giveaway? It will actually, I need to number one, turn on some stuff in StreamerBot. So that should help. And then I think I should probably put this in the title. Actually, just do key giveaway. Oh shit, I'm still logged into the Theory Forge channel. I haven't switched over. All right, I'm gonna add it to here so people just know. Stream elements. So yeah, we have to do it through Twitch. So anybody that's hanging out with us on YouTube, I really digged into trying to do YouTube stuff. YouTube's kind of a pain in the butt. So sorry. My bad. But we will do it on Twitch. 15 hours. Yes, John, 15 hours. We got not a lot more time. And we're going to welcome in a whole lot more people. Will be awesome. Whole lot of people. Claraven, I thank you for the prime. I appreciate you. Yeah. A lot more people coming in. Sorry, it's wanting me to knock on my own channel. Noon time for me tomorrow as well. Where are you at? Well, I guess never mind. Don't dox yourself. Don't give that away. That just means you're in Central Time. But yeah, we get to start at noon. And well, it's the same start time. So 10 a.m. Are we already really in an ad break already? Is that real? Holy crap. I really got to. Twitch just drives me nuts with these ad breaks things. I can still talk though, right? Y'all can hear me. It's all right. But yeah, it's the same time. So 10 a.m. Pacific start time tomorrow. And then they will come down 10 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday. So doubt that we get any extended time. I've kind of wondered about that from time to time, and usually they do give us extended time if things get delayed. They've not done that this time, so they've been pretty firm on their stop time. But we'll see how tomorrow goes. We can talk a little bit about how PTR's been and all of that, kind of what to expect. What server are you on? What class is needed? I'm on Vyra, so VYRA. Feel free to join me. No, it's Fate Mate is tomorrow. So normally I start at 8:30 on our Fridays. I actually have to physically go into work. So it's going to be probably 10:30 Central Time. So about an hour and a half before servers go live. Now, I want to point out servers going live is not always happening. They very frequently, even with not just days, but server start times, frequently get delayed. So we're assuming, and actually they've not met their 10 a.m. time ever. Yeah, the expected start time. Now they've only done it twice, but they're 0 for 2. So we'll be on hopefully an hour and a half before, and you know, if things get delayed, I'm going to keep going. And so we'll do it prior to. We'll see if we do more than one. You know, it's I think going to be a little bit more fun now that people can actually just download the game and start playing. So we'll see if we do end up doing more than one. But the plan is for tomorrow, sometime prior to the 10 a.m. Pacific time start time, so that whoever wins can join us and have fun. But yeah, I'm on Vira. Certainly everyone watching, come hang out. I'm hoping we're all of Vira at this point. I think all of the servers, Lilith, Resna, everyone is, I think, hoping that Asmon goes to one of the fresh start servers. But certainly everyone that kind of hangs out with me, feel free to join. Phantom X in the game, everywhere else. I am a cleric. What class is needed? I would say probably across the server, the class that is most sought right now, sort of underrepresented, would be the tank. Based off conversations, observations, I would say the tank is probably going to be the main one. So 15 hours and 10 minutes, assuming no delay, tangent, right? I always assume there might be a delay. Pally, what's up? If Asmon comes to Vira, I'm stream sniping for sure. Yeah, I almost want to not play if he does play tomorrow, so I can watch him, because I do want to see what happens. I assume wherever he ends up, he'll get sniped. Now, if he goes to a new server, then it'll probably be obviously harder to snipe him, because players will not be a higher level than him. So, you know, maybe he doesn't get sniped. I don't know. Projected login 1 p.m. East Coast, noon Central, 11 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Pacific. So you are I should have done a poll or something like that when we think they'll actually go live. We need the entire server to rise up against the ass monglers. Is that his nickname? Or is that the ass monglers? That's hilarious. Freedom, what's up? Wait, the servers aren't live 24/7, but they're charging $100. Insane. $120, actually. Freedom. 120 USD. We can have this conversation again if you want. No, they're well, not with you, but you know, we have this conversation frequently on this channel about the cost. How do we get in the giveaway? So you just have to log into Stream Elements and basically watch. That will start giving you some tickets, points, I should say, that you can buy tickets on. You can get up to 10 tickets, and that's it. So I'll be on again tomorrow prior to start server time, and you'll get some more watch time. I'll probably be tonight. I usually go 2.5 hours. I bounce back around streaming, guys. Like Saturday, Sunday, I'm on at 5 a.m. Usually for about 5 to 7 hours playing Ashes, and then during the week it's at night. So a little bit different, but yeah, $120, not $100. Freedom. And I actually think it's kind of worth it. You know, I always say that with an asterisk, though. If you're not someone that wants to have buggy shit, if you're not someone who's going to put up with servers going down, characters being wiped, and all the shit that comes with an alpha, then you probably want to wait. That's not me saying that the game is not for you, but you might just want to wait, actually, until phase 2 or phase 3. And the price does come down as we get into phase 2 and 3. Phase 2 will start December 20th. Phase 3 is supposed to start in May, so you'd have to wait a little bit. But considering Alpha 2 will most likely go 3 years, 2 to 3 years is my opinion. I think $120 is not that terrible. You get all the alpha, you get all the beta, you get a month of game time, you get embers. Compared to what we spent prior to keys like this, it's not that bad of a deal. So, but everyone's going to have opinions. I know it is a lot of money, and that's not me saying it's not a lot of money, because it is. But I think in the long run, it ends up being good. New server sounds like a good guess for Asmon. Yeah, you know what? Here's a theory on that tangent. The other thing they announced today is the addition of 2 new servers, right? So they announced, what is it? Castus for the US, Eterna for EU. I have to wonder if they're poking at New World with that. Do we think they're poking at New World with Eterna as the name of the server for EU? I have to think they are. And we know Steven has a little bit of history with them. So, anyways, the other thing they announced is that mayors are not going to be reset. So, all of our current mayors will stay. So I think the reason for that, in my opinion, well, one, I think they want to continue the building process, right? They want to keep allowing mayors to kind of explore the UI, explore the process. And in order to do that, you need to have them on for more than 3 days, 6 days. I also think, though, that they're keeping the existing mayors in an effort to try and get the bigger guilds, the bigger groups like Asmon's group that probably want to be mayor to go somewhere else. So I think that's also an attempt to get those sort of bigger streamers, bigger guilds that are just now starting to a new server so that they can try to fight for a mayorship, which is smart, I think, actually. A smart move that's going to hopefully keep most of the existing servers at a more reasonable queue. Now, everyone, remember, we found out that when you log out, you want to log out in a low populated area. So if you do page up, it will tell you what server you're on, what server worker, and you want to probably basically get out of the high populated places, because that does factor into you getting in. John, that makes me super happy. Was having trouble deciding between tank and cleric, and have always loved and preferred the tank style. Yeah, no, it's and they're doing a lot different approach with the PvP side of things too. With the tank, trying to make some of the skills not be useless in PvP, like taunt and stuff like that. So, but yeah, tank is definitely, I think, the most needed right now for grinding and sort of all that stuff. Nope, just lost my place in chat. Damn it. Number 1 with 0. You gotta watch me more, Pally. Gotta watch me more. Yeah, don't buy it then is my answer to those people. Yeah, I mean, it still drives me nuts when Steven says maybe the game isn't for you, but I'll at least say, yeah, you might want to wait. If you don't want to test, you're going to probably want to wait. I won't be able to get it on anyway until about 5 p.m. Central. Phil, oh, yeah, y'all got to finally make your characters. That's right. What did you end up making, Tangent? I'm curious. Sorry. Getting cut. Ranger Empyrean. All right. Yeah. Ranger is also, so I love the Ranger. The Ranger is absolutely fucking awesome for a cleric, because we love, Pally, has this been your experience? Like, the range DPS side for our blessed weapon just works so much better than a tank, than a fighter. I think it works better than mages as well. I love having, so I have some must needs in a group of 8. We kind of went over this 2 days ago. So a ranger is 1. I absolutely want a ranger. I absolutely want a bard. The bard is absolutely, bard is just needed for mana regen as well. If you have a good blessed weapon target and you have a good bard with mana, clerics will never run out of mana, which is absolutely fucking amazing. If you don't have those things, it gets really hard to manage. So the other thing that for an 8-man group, I think everybody should consider having is 2 clerics. especially if you're in an area that might be a little bit harder. You know, you're going to find that a group of 8 can take on 3 stars that are 4 or 5 levels higher than you, and it's challenging but doable. But having 2 clerics, you know, that way you can res easier. You know, our experience last weekend when I died, party had a really hard time coming back because there was no one to res me, and then I'd have to run back. And so it just sort of dawned on me that, oh, you know, it's probably good to have 2 clerics so that you can just sort of swap resurrections if you need to. So that's my ideal makeup at this point, for a group. So playing in an alpha, I like looking for ways to break games and not get banned for it. You're not going to get banned for it, Gingerbread Man. That is for sure. We have people that have been, I think, knowingly exploiting, and they're not getting banned. So, which is a whole nother conversation, I think, to have. But I put a lot of hours into BG3 before release, reported a lot of bugs, got fixed, loved it. Yeah, BG3 is a great example how if you stick with development, shit can be really, really good at the end. So I love BG3. It's an amazing game to play through. I don't understand why people will complain about AOC charging 120 for 1.5 year plus alpha beta cycle, plus a month in game time, but are okay with Activision charging $99 with microtransactions for a new COD every year. Please preach, Swarm. That is absolutely correct. I don't know. It's all perspectives, and I think you have people that just want to complain. So, you know, we can't please everyone. We don't try to please everyone. We just explain to them why they're wrong or why we're right. One of the two. Yeah, 120 for a minimum, 18 months play testing versus 15 per month for 18 months. Yeah, that's right. It is a difference. $120 versus 270. Now, there actually was a game. I've mentioned this before. There was a game that charged a monthly fee to test in their alpha. The way they did it was you had to pay them monthly, a monthly sub. That game was Pathfinder Online. It does not currently exist, probably for that reason. So yeah, it was actually not a bad game. I actually like Pathfinder Online for the most part, but their monetization was just all kinds of jacked up. So, points, Pally. So that's going to be, so yeah, there's so many fucking points, right? So the points that you do with that command is for the loyalty part of stream elements. So I'm going to continue to do more with stream elements, but you can, that's what gets you into the giveaways. We're going to try to make some games out of it, and then also turn it in like to a gift sub at the end of the month, like whoever has the most points, stuff like that. So that command is for those loyalty points and not necessarily the stream points. So sorry, I'm trying to get out. I'm Mr. Bad Streamer. I forgot to put something out on Twitter, so I'm just trying to quickly rectify that problem. But yeah, Tangent Ranger's fun. Yes, you can make a character. Yeah, there's been a lot of people doing that. So you can download now. You can go make a character. You can have fun. The character creator is not completely done at this point, so don't get too disappointed. You can have some fun making really odd looking things, but just keep that in mind. You have to put yours, pal. You have to put your blessed weapon on roar, or he cries about it. Yeah, because he needs that extra DPS, right? Master Chief, 1 to heal, 1 to res. Yep, pretty much. Unless you, well, no, right? I mean, you got to have some good clerics. 2 to heal, 1 to sewer or shit moment. Gingerbread Man, cleric, summoner, bard, and tank / what? Question mark. Am I thinking of rolling? Unfortunately, our secondaries are so far away. It's fun to theorycraft about those things, but it's a long time till we get to do that. Heat maps are tracking those players. Yeah. Do you think that people that loot, sorry, Shun, do you think that people that loot people that die to mobs should go purple for a while? No, you know, this has been also an interesting an interesting conversation to have. You know, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't think so. Just being fully blunt, I don't think that you should be penalized for looting. And the reason for that is, you know, you will occasionally stumble on stuff in the out of nowhere, and there's just no one there. And so I think you should be able to kind of to loot the body and not worry about repercussions about that. You know, I think that, you know, really that penalty should go to the person that died, not to someone else just walking along. But, you know, there are so obviously always little edge cases to that. So I am brand spanking new to learning about this game. What is the monetization strategy for Ashes of Creation? Well, Will, thank you for hanging out with us and joining. Oh, it looks like you already got it from Master Chief, but I will go over it as well. Monetization is going to end up being sub-based and sub and cash up, but not pay to win. Skins, stuff like that. Mount skins, boat skins, freehold skins. So nothing pay to win, but it will be cash up / monthly fee. Right now, there is no box cost. There right now is a cost to get into alpha. So you do have to pay up front to get into testing. It's 120 right now. That I think will go down to 100 over time. That does contribute to the game's development, but yeah, ultimately it's gonna be a sub-based game. What's up, Main Quest? Royer, thank you for the sub for 3 months, my man. I don't know why that keeps going on in Stream Elements. I gotta somehow figure out to turn that shit off. I have a different one that I would rather it use, and it always uses the Stream Elements for subs. No idea why. Like there will be in-game transactions, no pay to win at all, but you will have you'll have cosmetics. They've already been selling cosmetics for a while, so years at this point. Can't download now and create. Oh, it's not working for you. Can't download now. Can't create characters. Doesn't create characters doesn't work. Huh. Well, that's odd. I wonder if they're doing something.
That could be a bug.
That's a bug.
That could be a bug. Guys, you're going to see some bugs.
Perfect timing on that. Absolutely wonderful timing on that. Not until March. Did they change it? Because some people were downloading. Did they change things? Hold on. Let me go to Discord, see what they've done. Oh, yeah. Okay. So here, Alpha 2 news. This came out actually just as I went live. So 8:30 this tonight, about 35 minutes ago, from the wonderful Vacnar. Friendly FYI for our new first wave friends, while you can install the launcher for Alpha 2 now, you may not be able to install the game client until the realms are up for this weekend's test. So that's weird. So he says you may not. So it sounds like some people can. I don't know what that means. It doesn't say you cannot install. It says you may not be able to. So I wonder if that's a bug of some sort. Again, wonderful timing, Master Chief. Loved hearing that go off. I need to do some more stuff. Get some stuff ready for the weekend. So we're good with teabagging, with what the fuck's a node. Got to add some more. I found another one that I want to add about, I think it was Narc saying he's not a good developer or something. I don't know. Got to add stuff. Been really, really having fun with this shit. I want to add text to speech as well. I'm just a little bit worried about what some of you might put in there. So I'll have to figure out a way to block it if I need to. Get my ass banned on stream or something. Somebody says some stupid shit on TTS. Thank you for the follow, Cannonbeard. I think you should have to go purple if a player died to a player, stay green if player was killed by a mob. Oh, for looting. Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about this. So corruption got really, really challenging. Corruption has been buffed big time at this point. to a point where I honestly start wondering, like, why they even allow open world PvP the way they do, and why not just turn it into a flagging system. So we'll talk about that here in a minute, but it's getting almost extreme enough that it's sort of like, well, why do you have the ability to just kill people randomly anyways? It's like going to be so incredibly punishing. You know, just turn it to a flagging system. So we'll get to that. It's been progressively getting more and more too. You know, they've changed you know, durations, they've changed penalties, they've changed a lot. And yeah, we'll go over the patch notes tonight. It's kind of crazy what they're doing with it. And actually to a point where my wonderful guild leader arrive sent all of us a message on Discord saying, do not go corrupt. Absolutely do not go corrupt this weekend at all, because the penalty is kind of insane. So if you have, you know, if you have guild leaders, leaders of guilds that want to, that are PVX guilds that want to PvP and occasionally go corrupted, you know, when they're sending out messages to everyone saying, do not go corrupt, I think that maybe we've sort of crossed a little bit of a line on what we're trying to do. You know, of course, this all needs to be tested, so we don't really know until we test. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, some of the patch notes. But yes, it does look like there might be some issues with being able to download right now. Oh, the character creator went down 4 hours ago, so that's what happened. Okay. Yeah, Gingerbread Man downloaded this morning. Wow, they're already having issues with downloads? That's kind of not cool. A little bit concerning that they open up downloads and stuff to everyone and it goes down right away. But well, I guess not right away. Yeah, I can't decide what to play. I am enjoying Cleric so far, but it definitely feels different than your standard healing experience. Do you like it, Pyrotech? Pyrotech Chick? I agree. It feels different for sure. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the hell of it. And you know, I do typically main Cleric. My favorite healing experience was the Templar in EverQuest 2. Absolute favorite. But you know, so far, the only complaint I really have about the Cleric is the initial skill point choice that you're forced into choosing your class skill, and I absolutely hate that. I've told Planendorf this too. I was like, one, I think you need to move that out of the skill tree, and two, the fact that you sort of remove this. Oh, I got my first skill point. Cool. Oh wait, I can't. This I have to choose this. Like it just feels bad. But I love the mix of, you know, group heals, instant heals, your sort of your sort of bread and butter single target stuff. You know, I've been healing groups. I ended up level 15 the end of last weekend, and I was healing groups of 8 just fine in places where, you know, we're fighting level 19, level 23 stars, and I was in pretty shit gear. So, you know, I really want to see what it feels like in good gear. So, it makes me wonder though what they think they're going to be able what they're going to be able to add as things go, because that's the other interesting part. Everything feels really good right now from when you talk to people that main different things, but we're only 25 levels in, so all you have is vendor stuff on. Yeah, and you know,
fucking know it is. I have no fucking idea.
and sorry, soda popping, can't help you there. You have vendor stuff. Yeah, that's I actually lost gear. We did have to go corrupt initially when we first logged into this character, because we were stuck and that was the only way to get out. And so I actually lost 2 items of gear. So I don't even just have the vendor. I was missing 2 things. What's up, Mr. Moobtastic? How's it going? The night before, we got a lot of chatting to do. A lot of interesting stuff going on. So some more kind of follow up with some of the drama stuff we were talking about. So Master Chief says there is a download button in the top right. If you purchase, you may have to log out, log back in. I was able to create characters, but had to restart the game after it was installed as well. Oh, and Mr. Gingerbread Man races to launcher to check. Did it work? Did it work? Get over here with a little girl's voice. Oh, that's wonderful. That is such a brilliant idea. I love that. I think it will be turned down closer to launch. Oh, that's going back to corruption. Yeah. I don't know. Corruption. I mean, this feels like an intended mechanic. We can go into patch notes, I guess, here. Actually, you know what I thought we would do? Because the lovely... is Roar still here? Are you still in here? I thought either you or Richie SH, we can go over... We can just watch your video, if I can find it. On patch notes. And go through it. Gingerbread Man, Gingerbeard. Why do I keep saying gingerbread? Jesus. It's late, that's why. When are the servers scheduled up? Oh, there you go. Yeah, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We can take a bet, actually, on... I need to create a game, something within here where we can just bet on things like that. Like, is it actually going to come up at 10 a.m.? Place your bets. We'll see what happens. Laughed harder at your response to soda than soda. That's still great. A great line though. That will never grow old. You know, I don't know what the fucking note is. Holy shit. Here comes Lore Forged. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our little hangout night. The wonderful Lore Forged folks. If you do not know who they are, hopefully you do. But they are absolutely wonderful group of people. Do wonderful content, YouTube, they do live on Twitch. So definitely open up their panel here and give them a follow. They do some absolutely wonderful stuff on stream. So great group of people. Again, we have wonderful content creators in this space. And luckily we've all got to know each other over the past year or so. Welcome in, Raiders. Appreciate you all. You know, we have been able to sort of connect as a group within Discord, and it's been an absolute pleasure getting to meet everybody, Sonny and Cash, and just everybody. You know, Richie, Rive, Royer. I'm going to forget people. I probably should not have started this line of names because I'm going to end up forgetting people. Jamie, absolutely everybody. Just a wonderful group of people. What's been nice too, I think, at least I did. I know I did. I don't know if others did. Sort of had this sort of thought, you know, once we get to Alpha 2, you know, does that community start to change at all? Because you're adding in a lot of people, and you know, luckily, at least at this point, I feel like it's not at all. We've been a little bit less chatty, but it's still an absolutely wonderful group of people. So. But yeah, we were streaming through chat as we start to come on. What were y'all talking about over there? I assume y'all talked about we started down the patch notes realm, kind of talking about corruption and sort of why things have gotten a little bit more melding of people. It's glorious. Yeah, it is absolutely glorious. Less chatty is expected though, because everyone's busy. That's true. That's very true. Everybody's trying to push out videos, and then, you know, our weekends are spent, you know, just playing the game now, right? And everybody's actually several people, Loreforge, the Cult group, Jamie's group. Several people have guilds at this point, large guilds that they have to manage as well. Rive. They talked about ice cream. What flavor? What's everybody's favorite? What is everybody's favorite flavor of ice cream? I guess is a good question. Maybe. Wonder how many people just want vanilla. But yeah, we were starting to kind of talk a little bit about Cash proved his Cali status. About corruption. Chocolate. Yeah, I'll go chocolate. I think that's good. Vanilla, but with maple syrup on it. So good. You know what? I think vanilla, but with butterscotch syrup. I will one up you there and say I think butterscotch is better than maple. Cash is trying to sell a nudes calendar. That's hilarious. All right. I mean, are you buying? I guess that's the question. Like, should we buy? I don't know. How good are the nudes? I guess is the question. That would be my first question, anyways. Vanilla AOC. That's hilarious. I did not even think of that. Yeah. What poses you really? I mean, that's yeah. I mean, you mentioned a nude calendar. I mean, I'm naturally going to ask, like, okay, how good is it? What's what are the poses? How's the lighting? How do they look? Fireman of Vera. That is where I assumed you were going with that. Yeah. That would be hilarious. Actually, somebody should do that. That's a brilliant idea, but obviously not with real people, but with in-game characters. Now they've toned down some of the models, so you can't get like super crazy. I don't know how many of you heard Steven tell the story. There have been periodic bugs where characters would spawn without any clothes, and initially some of those models were highly detailed in what you could see, and so they have toned some of that down. Actually, when he was on with us a couple Sundays ago, he was talking about how they had to remove the nipples. I think made everybody kind of disappointed that there were no more nipples, but yeah, ladies had nipples. Actually, I need to clip that too, because I'm pretty sure at some point Steven talked about nipples. That would be a fun alert to put in. So yes, free the nipple. Oh, I gotta clip that shit. Oh, I didn't even think to do that. And put it onto our stream. That would be hilarious. I'm writing that shit down. Free the nipple. Yeah, and then I can turn it into a command too. These damn ads everywhere. Like facial hair and everything. Oh, wait, I would miss something. Whenever I put my hat on, all my hair disappeared. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit buggy. We got a thing for that. Actually, where did it go? You missed the timing on that one. Where's it at? There we go.
That could be a bug.
That's a bug.
That could be a bug. Guys, you're going to see some bugs.
Guys, you're going to see some bugs. Yeah. So if your shit's disappearing, that's why. Noosh t-shirt, nipple forge. Hilarious. Yeah, I still want the one for Diggs though that says wait, because that's what he says all the time when he interrupts people. Wait. So how many of you are just starting tomorrow? I'm curious. How many new folks are we welcoming in, and where do you plan to go? Awesome. Well, welcome. Yes, yes. New guy, me, all of it. That's November 8th, gang rise up. Yes. We are excited to have you all in. So I have to tell you.
And now Steven's teabagging me as well.
Yes, that's probably my favorite. I know people like soda popping, but hearing the absolute joy that Narc had in saying that Steven was teabagging him there, that just warms my heart every time I hear that. He's just so joyful. And when he says that, I might be starting over tomorrow. Does that count? Yeah, but where are you going to start over at? Or I guess why even? 14 hours, 39 minutes. That's that giveaway my November 8th status. A little bit, yeah. Or a little tiny bit. Yeah, the teabagging one just cracks me up. It's hilarious. I'm never taking that away either. Hopefully he doesn't try to copyright my channel. Copyright strike me. I'm joining my cousin on his server. Yeah, so we're on Vira. I'm on Vira. Certainly anybody that wants...
I don't fucking know what it is. I have no fucking idea.
There you go. Yeah, Vira. I'm a cleric, Phantom X, part of Genesis with Rive. I think we're still recruiting.
And now Steven's teabagging me as well.
I mean, that is my absolute favorite. I mean, you could spam that over and over and over again, and I would not quit. I would not quit smiling. So, Narc has started having fun finally. Oh, hell yeah, he has. And we knew that would happen, right? You knew that would happen. Narc's a character. Narc is incredibly intelligent, although many people probably don't think that, but he is. He knows what he's doing. He's playing a character. He absolutely 100% knows what he's doing. Where the map is disabled right now, so apologies for that, Master Chief. But it does not show up. I had to turn it off primarily because when we were playing the game, the map would get turned on and the game would disappear, and it would kind of freak people out. Narc is the worst and best part of the fucking game. Oh yeah, I mean, we knew he would have fun, or I did at least. But he did Doom all the way up until the start, didn't he? All the way up until the fucking start.
That could be a bug.
That's a bug.
That could be a bug. Guys, you're going to see some bugs.
Guys, you're going to see some bugs. Yeah, good point, Gingerbeard. Yeah. Don't enjoy the usage of that word. Yeah, we can definitely keep that out here. He just bans people a lot, not my jam. Yeah, he would never ban me. I begged him to ban me, which is probably why he didn't. Narc's on the path to redemption, at least. Yeah, no, he is. He's of course, when you get pulled into prison by Steven and given a really badass mount, I don't know how you can't be having fun. Is the giveaway in 3 days? I don't think so. Does it say that? Did I fuck up? Hold on, let me look. I don't think it is. Loyalty, giveaways. I don't know that I set an actual time. Did I? No, it says giving away keys Friday, prior to the start of week 3, so tomorrow. Are you looking at the time elapsed thing? That might be part of what you're looking at. I mean, we can learn time today if you want to do that, Royer. I mean, we can stop talking about Ashes of Creation. We can go over numbers. I mean, we can go through 1 through 12. You know, how the hands on a clock work, big, small. You know.
And now Steven's teabagging me as well.
Yeah, that's just great. He's so the giddiness in his mouth and his voice cracks me up. I loved watching Steven nuke him. Yeah, I probably got to do that one too. The hands on a digital clock. Yeah, let's try to confuse him. That's the goal, so that when he leaves here, Royer, so that when you leave here, you know even less about time. Our goal is to make you feel even more stupid, as you put it, when it comes to time. These damn ad breaks. I'm gonna let it run. The more I let them run, I can actually get more dismissive or more delays later on. But I'll keep talking. There's nothing I'm really showing you anyways. Just having some chatting. Zen Marksman, you need the teabagging version 2 where he does that to Royer. Oh, that is a good point. But does Royer actually talk about getting teabagged? Because I need the sound as well. Can you go into weapons and how stats work, how why inactive weapons stack, etc.? I've read up on it. Doesn't make sense. I don't know that I can make a lot of more sense out of that. Yeah, I don't know why either. You know, when you switch your weapons, I mean, you can open up your character stats sheet, and and you can see your stuff change. I don't know why they've had it or not change when you swap. I don't know why it's set up that way. You know, the base, you're going to want to just get, you know, so you can kind of run around with everything that for example, as a cleric, like the stuff that improve my heals, I'm going to find it on bows. I'll find it on maces, or not maces, scepters. You know, I carry a book, wands. You know, you're going to find all those stats on every different weapon. So it really comes down more to what you want from the skill trees. So because you're going to find the sort of stats on all the weapons. If you look, it's not that hard. If you know where to go, you're going to find some basically anywhere that has humanoids, has goblins, and has the Minotaur will be good. Will be pretty good for drops. So if you want to go to Carfin, if you want to go to Highwayman Hills and get a group, you'll get pretty regular drops. So really, your choice on weapons should really come from more of a skill point, the skill tree. I mean, oh, sorry. I mean, do you actually do more damage with an inactive weapon? It's a stat stick, or is it just a number on your character sheet? No, I believe you do. Luckily Royer, the amazing Royer here in chat, another amazing content creator, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. You should follow him. Who stole weapons from Steven and then got completely killed and teabagged, as being mentioned in chat, to get his stuff back. He actually gave me a few things on Sunday, a sword, I think, and a shield. And then I got a upgraded spell book, and both of them did seem to increase my heals within one alone. So I don't know if that's intended. I don't know if that's a bug. It seems weird to me that you would be able to pull stats from an inactive weapon, but you know, there's a lot of things they're doing right now that I'm not really sure why. So I appreciate it. I appreciate being able to get better heals off. So for sure. Loved Royer on top of Carfin with Steven. Oh, that was hilarious. We watched that on stream here. That was some of especially the best part I thought was when Royer sort of, when you are, I think you're explaining armor stats, I think, or armor set stuff, and you think you're disconnecting, and the next thing you know, there's Steven is standing in front of you. That was perfect. That could not have been done better. So Steven is a very good RPer. So yeah, GM Jail, and GM Jail is in Carfin, which was also kind of interesting. So seems like a bug to me. Why would my arrows do more damage when they have a sword on my back? Exactly. I don't know. There is still a lot for them to work through. A whole lot. I mean, it does give you some extra itemization, I guess, but yeah, there's a lot of funky stuff that happens sometimes. So Steven has said that it's intended to pull staffs off spare weapon. Okay, well, there you go. I think it was easier than separating the two stats. That very well could be, Master Chief. Never seen someone smile while getting teabagged before. It's hilarious. That is great. I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't be smiling if it was anyone else, though. So, not a fan of the stat stick secondary. Steven is legit our peer for sure. I mean, the whole thing's based off of his own homebrew of Pathfinder, right? So he's clearly got a creative mind to be able to do some of this stuff. Is there a biome you're excited for them to create? I've always liked the taiga biomes. Bears, wolves, bison are cool. If they add mammoths, that would be dope. Well, Alex, I would, yeah. I mean, so I look forward to more sort of mountainous, snowy areas. Typically in fantasy settings, I will play sort of Nordic kind of approach, I guess. Like, think like old time, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden kind of thing. Yeah, Viking, yeah. Kind of comes back to EverQuest, original EverQuest. They had Hollis and sort of that whole race that I really vibed with. So that's kind of been something I go back to over time. So I'm looking forward to that. I also think the potential, I think freeholds will also look much better there. I think it'll be much more fun to have those in sort of a mountainous area. So dying to see the Underrealm. Of course, that's not till phase 3. Is it actually even mentioned in phase 3? Can you look that up for me? Because I'm pretty certain it's not in the roadmap. Is it? There's something that or maybe it was Tolnar that's not mentioned. There's one of the two, because we asked Steven about this. because there's a lot of stuff that's actually not listed in the roadmap. And we did ask, like, is it an oversight or is there something else going on? Because I personally wouldn't mind if they started with less content, if that meant they got to get the game out sooner. But let me see. Phase 3. Where is it? Phase 3, Turquoise Sea. Am I blind? I see Tolnar. I don't see the world Underrealm. I see underwater combat here. Let me hold up. Let me pull this over and you can tell me if I'm blind. Well, maybe. My computer would want to work, and then I should be able to just pop this. Here. So here's your phase 3. Am I crazy? I don't see it. Am I missing it? I'm not trying to be stupid here. I'm being for real. Like, am I just not seeing it? Steven made a game so he could roleplay a god. You know that's true. That is 100% true. We asked him whether he was going to lead his guild as well, the White Order. He claims that he got out of the White Order years ago. I don't know that I believe him. You've seen someone smile. You paid them very well. Well, it's interesting, Master Chief. Wouldn't be surprised if Underrealm is late. Yeah. Although Steven did say that he claims they have some stuff that's already kind of carved out in some builds, nowhere near complete, but he says they already have some stuff that they're working on. Phase 3 says race Tolnar. Yeah, I mean, I know it says Tolnar, but I don't see and I know logic would say that if you have Tolnar, you'll have the Underrealm, but I was just curious why the Underrealm's not listed. And actually there's I think out of the 18 biomes, this whole roadmap only mentions 5. So probably not a big deal, but there are things missing. I think in an old interview, they said they plan to test out all zones before the end of alpha. Yep, no, he repeated that. That is what he has said. 100%, that's what he has said. But I think there's some trickiness with words because technically A2 also runs alongside of Beta 1 and Beta 2. So I think technically that some of these new biomes will be released probably during beta, but because Alpha 2 will still be going on alongside of beta, you know, he can say things like, we'll release everything in Alpha 2. But so there's some, I think, some wordplay there. I think some biomes will be outsourced. Yep, he is also, they are outsourcing some of their stuff as well, for sure. Be aware, he also said that he has 2 private testing houses separate from the alphas and betas. Technically true, the Beth kind of truth. Yeah. I mean, and they've said that things won't be there at the start. I mean, that's, yeah. I see it on the wiki under zones. It says Underrealm content is likely going to be introduced near the beginning of this phase. He might, yeah, maybe he said that somewhere. He certainly could have clarified it. But it's not on the roadmap. I found a huge hole in the ground in North Droiva, no bottom you can see. Oh, really? You didn't try to jump in it? Strip down and jump in, Tomek? I would have done that. I would have jumped in just for the hell of it. I would have went and got rid of all my glint and stuff and just went back and jumped in. So systems can be tested without being exposed to us. Yeah. That's true. You know, he also always has PI, so I think we end up with about 35 by the start of phase 3. No, I didn't. I had too many droppings on me. Yeah, you need your shit. Is that that's what you're saying? Rather than expelling your droppings, you were trying to collect and keep them. Underrealm isn't a full zone. It's a zone of control. So they might, oh, sorry. it isn't a full zone. It's zone of control is the parent node used to enter. So they might just add some parts. That's true. In the same interview, he said he didn't want everything known before release. Yeah. And again, he did tell us when we had him that they do have some stuff kind of carved out already. So I need them to make mulch so I can grow cotton. Hydrate. Well, I guess hopefully Beard's okay for that. I could log in and create characters earlier today. Now I can't. Something has happened. Is it Titan? So in the Discord, about an hour ago now, they did post that while you can install the launcher, you may not be able to install the game client until the realm's up for this weekend test and thus do character creation. So the wording of may not be able to, I'm not sure if it doesn't sound like it's everyone. It sounds like it's maybe just some people, but yeah, everybody's been saying they can't log in right now. Oh, Ashes just made you update. Well, that's good. Or sorry, just made an update. So that's the other thing that's going to happen tonight. So we're trying to figure this out. Oh, here it goes. We got a new. Oh yeah, the PTR. So at 7 p.m. we got this really weird message from Roshan. And they said we will want to do. So they gave us notice, and they said we will want to do a special test with you all tonight on PTR. But they were not expecting to bring PTR up until about midnight my time. What Chip? Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate you. 9 months. Damn. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we were all trying to guess what they meant by a special test, because they did not tell us. So, but yeah, now the PTR is coming down now. So we'll see if they bring it back up for us to do their special test later. Blue Moon is good. Yes, it is very good. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorites. So could be messing with things. Get ready. Probably throttling login attempts. That's maybe. Yeah, probably took down the realms for patches. So, but I do want to get back to the patch that went live. I want to go over real quick, sort of some of the changes. Actually, you know what? Let me before we do that, let me find the video and we can go off that instead, because we have him here. I want to actually, rather than just read up our patch notes, we're going to let Royer explain them to us. If I can find the video he made. I don't know where it went. There it is. Let's see if I can search for this. Are you still with us, Royer? What was the title you gave it? So how many of you use AI, I wonder, for titles? I do. Even more PTR updates for Ashes of Creation. Does that send me your... There it is. 7 hours ago. You were on top of this, Royer. You were absolutely on top of this. Let's have you. Sorry, let me, shit, what's going on here? Let's watch your video and then we can talk about you. Holy crap, what's going on here? I got to minimize myself, I guess, so you can actually read it. I'm under no illusion there will be server issues, bottlenecks, and starting errors tomorrow. Well, FYI, streamer Ruin Combat has a programmer building a Discord mod that data mines all weapons and gear. Its variations and mats that needed to make it, including where mats are located. Yeah. So gosh, how do I want to go into this? So, data mining. So several years ago, I did sort of teach myself some coding, some reverse engineering. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Very nostalgic t-shirt. With that sort of encryption sort of processes, machine learning. So assembly code. I've kind of forced myself to learn over time to better understand Unreal Engine and pack files and stuff like that. Right now, the reason you're seeing all of these websites and things pop up is because nothing that they have is encrypted at this point. So everything that they're sending out with the client is kind of free to look at, basically. I'll have to look them up. Ruined Combat. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Although it's so early, who knows what changes. What's up, Nick? Morning from the UK. Servers back up today. Yeah, they're coming up in a little while. Oh, I know what I was saying before I got sidetracked. So the PTR has actually been really smooth. Data is naked until they put it in plate armor. Yeah. But data has been, or sorry, the PTR servers have actually been super smooth. Like I've had zero problems. Lag, they have felt really good the past 2 days. You know, they've changed a lot. They've done a lot with pathing, a lot with client side stuff, server side stuff. Today they felt really, really good. Last night they felt really, really good. So, you know, if they can get the queue stuff figured out, you know, I think people are going to have a pretty good experience coming in, which historically is what they've done. You know, when we did Node Wars and other stuff, like took them a couple of weeks, but they got things feeling very good from the data that they got. So we'll see. You know, PTR is obviously not necessarily, you know, as many people as what you'll have with live, but it felt really, really good. So hopefully that translates. Woodchip, so it felt good for you too. Yeah. It was like noticeably better. But I'll have to look him up, Master Chief. So he demoed it to you in his stream a few hours ago. That is interesting. So it's just not hard to do. It's pretty easy actually. All right, let's have Royer tell us about this. Are you still here, Royer? Oh shit, that's not going to work because the screen is not going to. All right, I need to change something real quick. For some reason. Oops. There we go. Now you'll be able to hear sound. Oh, he started streaming.
What's
Oh,
up,
Royer
guys?
did. Yeah,
Roar
yeah.
Here today.
We're all right. Let's watch him.
Guys, Roar here. Today is November the 7th, the day before Friday, November the 8th, when all of the Phase 1 Alpha 2 key holders come in to join us in the game. And today we have some brand new patch notes on the PTR. So just real quickly, I thought we can go over these, just make everybody aware of what's going on. Intrepid is working super hard to get these servers ironed out for us. And here they are. So the PTR update patch notes for November the 7th.
Is it low? All right.
They adjusted out for us, and
here
better? They are. So the PTR update patch notes for November the 7th. They adjusted experience rates to reduce the effectiveness of power leveling. I'm not sure how bad, but we'll find out, I guess. Artisanship experience has gone through a tuning pass, so maybe it's less grindy, maybe it's more grindy, I guess we'll find out. The respawn, growth rate, and types of trees in the world have been adjusted. They added additional corruption penalty, which reduces movement speed. Oh my God. Added a corruption blight stat that is gained from killing non-combatant players. Blight causes you to gain corruption faster. Corruption reduction through killing enemies has been changed to scale based on enemy difficulty. They reduced node XP by around 8.
All right, so hopefully you all caught that. What's up, Eric? We're kind of going over some important patch notes. And this is what he was just reading through. So again, I update this. It's just a Google Doc, so feel free to bookmark it if you want. And then I update it as we go. What time is game live? It will be 10 a.m. Pacific time, assuming they don't delay. That's kind of a big assumption, but we'll see. So this is what he just went through. The big thing that I think we want to focus on for a conversation right now is this stuff right here. Everything that had to do with corruption. So added an additional corruption penalty, which reduces movement speed. Added a corruption blight stat. So blight is as a new part here. This seems intended too. So I don't think this is just to try to combat things that have been going on. 2 a.m. Damn thick. 2 a.m. Western Australia time. That sucks. Yeah, I feel like their start times have really kind of hurt a lot of people outside of NA. Does corruption wear off? You have to work it off. So you can't log off and then log back on later and have it be gone. Like you have to work off the debt or die. One of those two. You either get experience to work it off, or someone kills you. Those are your only two possibilities. You get to sleep in through the login chaos. Yeah. But blight is new. So this is why Rive was messaging all of us to not go corrupt. It's essentially, it says a stat gain from killing non-combatant players. So essentially this blight doesn't go away. The way I understand this is you can work off your corruption, but if you went corrupted, your blight score, your blight stat stays. And that actually in turn makes it easier or makes you gain corruption faster later. So it's like an additive penalty is sort of how we're interpreting this. I guess we'll have to get in and see how it feels first. But I wonder if the slow stacks. What's up, Thogly? How's it going? Did you find any drama for us to go over? I know you were curious about that. You can't trade anything if you are corrupt. Yes. Yeah, you can't trade. You can't do any of that. So they're trying to work around, the possible sort of ways to go around corruption. So things like trading. The more times you gank and work off corruption, the faster you get corruption next time. Yeah, 100%. That's how I read this. And then you see the next point, corruption reduction through killing enemies has been changed to scale based on enemy difficulties. So this is also, I think, making it harder to work off your corruption. So before you could I think you could kill very different things in level, sort of difficulty, and still have your corruption kind of come off in the same way. So they have really tweaked this a lot. I've been trying to stir up some, but the only one I have is with us. We're just salty. Yeah, Thugly, I might try to pull up that video just so we can all have a good laugh about how pissed Contagion was at you all. I think the slow should be combat only. Stephen has stated in previous interviews that the more you go corrupted, the faster you gain corruption going forward. So Blight sounds like that system. Yep, that is what this is. I bet it will allow them to adjust that knob. Yeah, he'll always say anything with a number they can kind of tweak pretty easily. Thoglia, by the way, is also another great content creator, so certainly go follow his channel. Damn, must have been enough corruption players going around PKing to justify the addition. I've not been PK'd much. The only person that's actually, I say this all the time, the only person that's really PK'd me is Richie. Richie and Rive. Rive would create characters under Richie's name so that you wouldn't know it was him. And then he'd kill you. Outside of that, I've not been PK'd. Now, I have heard people telling us about running through characters running through the newbie areas and just killing everyone. But I've, at least from what I've followed and heard, PKing has not been that terrible. There must be good reasons if they dialed up like this. You might not hear it. That's certainly true. I don't hear everything. And, my gameplay is generally in a group of 8 grinding. So, I'm also not out there sort of soloing and potentially being PK'd for stuff. So my experience might certainly be different. Don't go kill level 1 mobs if you're level 18. Yes, exactly. That's that level change. So this goes back to what we were starting to have a conversation on. Corruption has been continuously increased in sort of penalty, difficulty to get rid of it. Now adding this blight score. Reducing things, stopping things like trading and depositing items into storage. I don't know. What does everyone think? Like this starts to make me question, what if they're having to lock down corruption so much, because this is pretty locked down, right? They keep adding more and more to where you're really just not going to want to go corrupt, which Steven says that's what he wants, right? He says that he doesn't want a lot of people going corrupt, but you're building in a bounty hunter system. So the fact that you're taking the time to build bounty hunters means that you kind of do want some people to go corrupted, right? Otherwise, why introduce sort of a progression bounty hunter system? I really like Ash's creators. I think they believe in the game. That's nice. Yeah. They're all absolutely wonderful. It'll be interesting to see if Blight goes away over time or whatever. I bet it doesn't. I mean, I kind of hope it doesn't, because otherwise, why spend all the time creating it? I mean, if you can grind it off, if you're in a guild party at a good spot, it should be gone pretty quickly. Well, yeah, although they're changing that a little bit, and you'll be marked, right? So you'll be able to be seen on the map. So you're definitely going to have your people in your party protect you, your guild. Sounds good to me. White name PK should be heavily punished. It adds weight to the action. Yeah, I mean that's where they're coming at with this. I have seen a couple of people go red by choice, very few. True, once some of the sweaty guilds get to level cap, get some gear, some PK action might increase. That's true too. I think that's part of why we've not really had a drop off yet. It's because a lot of the players are not yet to max level. You're only getting to play 3 days, so we also don't really know how, once people get to max level, how that will kind of interact with a lot of these systems. It could be harsh now for because some other systems like the Bounty Hunter isn't in place yet. Alasia Pearl, is this game a scam? I mean, I guess my definition of a scam means that somebody has stolen from you, or stolen from others. I mean, as of this point, there's been no thievery. So I don't think it's a scam. I mean, I know that the last 2 weekends I've been playtesting a pretty damn good game. It's got a lot of fucking work, don't get me wrong. I mean, years of work left, but the combat's fun. What we're doing is fun. So I don't think it's a scam. Do you think it's a scam? Is that why you're asking? Are you coming to stir shit, or do you really think it might be a scam? I'm curious. I feel like the changes are good, but the combat debuffs are too strong. I feel like a strong bounty hunter system will be a good system to round it out. Yeah. I mean, that we certainly don't have a lot of these things in. Do you pay for membership for alpha? You don't. I mean, you buy a key, right? You're buying access. I don't know what I don't know what you mean by membership. You're buying access. You do have a monthly, so there'll eventually be a monthly sub. Your key does come with sub time, for a month sub time. No matter the penalty, there will be people that get pissed enough to PK. Yes, there definitely will, and potentially worse, which we'll go over here in a minute. There are things worse than PKing, especially to content creators, which irritated the shit out of me. We talked about it last time, but I have an update to all of the whole copyright strike thing. Plus, they need new player experience to be a little more protected. Yeah, Steven's mentioned that they're trying to change things a little bit to where they actually are even reducing, or I think stopping PvP in some of the newer areas. So I think they recognize that. We have so much time to learn. Meta will change every week. Yep. A few weeks into the 5-day-a-week server times will give us much better view of the game. Yeah, I agree, Master Chief. We really need to get past these 3-week sort of sprint, or 3-day sprints. Not enough time for people to build hatred. The narratives are still yet to come. That is true, Thick. There's still a lot to do to piss people off. Once there's more persistent names and beef, we'll be more pissy pecan. Well, we got a good example of what could come already from Discord. So, you know, rage bait. Yeah, probably. I agree. Is because I've not had an answer back. I mean, unless they're just not here anymore. I'm seriously curious. Like, if you think it's a scam, like, you know, let me know why. We'll talk about it. I'm not afraid to talk about it. Maybe you prove me wrong. I don't know. $120 gets you in tomorrow and all future testing. Yeah, I think it's 100% worth it. Again, so, but yeah. So back to corruption. I'm just, you know, as things get more and more tight with corruption. Granted, it's still alpha. Granted, there's still other systems, as people have said, that need to get added in. It starts to make me ask the question of, well, why do you allow just why do you have a system that doesn't require flagging? You know, why even have the ability for players to just randomly flag and kill white players, non-combatants? Ask Thor. Oh, you're talking about stream sniping. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I do. This starts to become a question of mine. Like, if the ability to flag and kill anyone is such a problem that you're having to constantly sort of tweak corruption and make it worse, dial it up. I don't know. I just wonder why you have a system that's set up for this anyways. I don't know. I don't know if there's an answer to that. Like anything we need to test, but that just becomes my question of what are we actually trying to do with corruption here? So assholes like being assholes, for sure they do. Illyria was a scam. There were only ever dev videos. AOC isn't a scam. Yeah, Illyria was a mess, that's for sure. You can log in and actually play, 100% true. What's NPC navigation? So that's just your pathing and things. They've been working on that. Actually, if you go back all the way to Monday, I don't think we're going to finish Roar's video because he's just literally reading the words. We can just look at them. That'll probably be easier. But you can see starting Monday, November 4th, they've been working a lot on NPC navigations, and it actually has helped a lot. Apparently, a lot of the pathing things were so broken, and they were. We had all sorts of examples of shit being broken, but that was a big part of the server issues apparently. So they've been really working hard on trying to improve that. And like I said, it's been noticeably better. So a whole lot better. PTR in a few minutes. Update is out. Oh, there is that the special one wood chip that they mentioned. They mentioned having us doing something special with them. So Steven said in his last interview, he's giving assholes the ability to be assholes. That sounds like Steven. It may not feel super great now, but it covers 5 days a week from December to March. We're still talking about costs and stuff. This is a thought design problem, open world PvP. Yeah, I know. I just start to question, like, if you have to constantly be adjusting corruption to make it worse, why do you even allow it to exist in the beginning? I don't know. I get it. He wants conflict. He wants risk and reward. I get that, but you know, at some point, are you crossing a line where it's no longer there's the risk is just too high? You know, it makes no sense to go corrupted. This one is testing patch notes. Okay. What is your top tier fast food place? Ooh, I don't really do fast food. Not super often. Probably. Ooh, I'm trying to think. You know what we did the other day? My daughter just finished up soccer season. She's now starting basketball, but we were a good 45 minutes hour away. And it was late and no way I was going to cook. So we actually stopped by McDonald's, and that's the first time I had McDonald's in forever. And I have to say that shit was good. It's sad to say that, but um it was good. I liked it. So um I don't know. Outside of that, fast food, I just don't really get a lot of fast food. Um Probably Arby's. Arby's would probably uh be something I enjoy. Maybe make corruption fucking rough from the second time you kill someone. Make the first kill a freebie. That's not too bad. Yeah, I mean that's certainly a way to look at it. Texas Roadhouse chicken and waffles, but is Texas Roadhouse fast food? It's not fast food, isn't it? Isn't that what it asked? Didn't you say fast food? Am I wrong? Did I read that wrong? Sorry. Phantom X was your, yeah, it's fast food. That's not fast food. No, it's not close enough. Texas Roadhouse, you sit down. That's not fast food. Yeah, that's it's not fast food. I actually do a lot of cooking, so most of I cook probably 4 or 5 days a week here. One night's pizza night, so we have Friday night pizza night, which my children love. So, I actually Sonic. Sonic is something we would get fairly regularly. What's your plans for Ashes this weekend? Grinding levels or crafting? I'm still just trying to grind out some levels, and then kind of come back to crafting afterwards. So, at least that's my hope. So, if anyone's on Vyra and you need a level 15 cleric, let me know. I do not want to go back to Ursine Caves at this point. So, if you want to grind that out, I'm not your man. If you want to go somewhere else, we'll talk. I thought I saw something else here. I was very curious. Oh God, zombies. It's 2 weeks into alpha. Odd that you're confused. Are you talking to me? I'm not sure. Did I miss something? Seems they're testing different levels. What am I missing here? Did I miss something? I'm not sure what that was. Was that directed at me? Have you made how to cleric fit? I actually have a script. I've just not recorded it. Cleric is easy. Hit shift and heal. Oh, come on now. You don't play cleric. You do not play cleric. Shit. Shit. If you've watched some of our groups, they've been, the people are good, but it is not easy. That's a shit cleric right there. You have a lot of good heal abilities. I mean, there's a lot of fun mixing and matching, but it is not easy healing. Right now things are so gear based that it's really hit or miss sometimes with tanks and with some of your other DPS and things that, one-shotting is very real and chunks of health get down. It's not super easy right now. Now, granted, I also was playing with incredibly terrible gear. So that might have made things even more challenging for me, but I wouldn't say it's exactly easy. I feel like cleric will be meta second augment, probably. Yeah, depending on how they do it. I mean, cleric or bard, right? Because bard's also another. I think cleric and bard are probably the most. When you ask most people that what's OP, they'll probably say bard or cleric. So I think they will definitely be very popular secondaries. Ranger is easier. Hit shit repeat. Yeah, just get that rotation down. Fighter is fun. I love the fighter. Yeah. So I'll be cleric with a fighter secondary. So Templar. They're all fun. That's what I've heard. Yeah, that's combat's in a good place. Combat's in a very good place right now. The only one that I've ever heard any kind of, I guess it depends on who you talk to, is the tank. Now most of the pure tanks that I know, like Jamie and some others, they enjoy the tank. I think Roar plays tank. He enjoys tank. So cleric is a blast and I love it. Oh, for sure. It's the most fun I've had healing since EverQuest 2. So the variety, it's just a lot of fun. And I think I'm pretty good at it. So Although I could see someone hearing me say that and then group up with me just to make me look like shit. So, Master Chief, do you have that projected login like copy pasted where you can just constantly copy paste it? How viable is a paladin style cleric right now? Kind of like what I did, I guess, for Node Wars. I wouldn't say it's super viable. I'd say it's probably okay for soloing, but for really getting in and healing a group, I would not call it viable right now. What's up, Drunk Ninja? Thank you for coming back in, hanging out with us. I actually had a plan before we started, and right now we've just been sort of chatting for an hour and a half. So, but I think maybe that's the best. So, I've not heard any significant hate about any class in AOC, and that's amazing. Yeah, no, that is very true. You know, we even used to so there was a period of time where there's this sort of question about mages, whether they were balanced or good, whether they were good enough. But people that I've heard maining mages also seem to be enjoying it. So next AOC gameplay schedule. So I'll be on tomorrow. So tomorrow they go live 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I'll be here starting, hopefully not in a queue, and play probably 4 or 5 hours. And then probably flip back to so Saturday, Sundays, I typically start really, really early, like 5:30 a.m. my time. One, because that works best with my sort of family and you know, my wonderful, lovely family and being able to spend time with them on the weekend. But two, also getting in at 5:30 in the morning on an NA server, there's no queue. I can just jump right the fuck in. So if you don't mind getting up at 5 a.m., that's like the perfect time to jump in and play, because there's absolutely no queue. There's no fighting for grind spots. You might have a little bit of a challenge finding a group, but it's super easy getting in very, very early. We'll get on at 5 a.m. and PK you. Yeah, right. You're not getting up at 5 a.m. Is there maintenance at the moment? Oh, so no. So where we're at right now, NISD is Ashes is only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? So it's 3 days a week. So right now we're just sort of chatting. Now they do have PTR up during the week, but that is a visual under a visual NDA. So I can't stream or show you anything from it. I can certainly talk about it, but that's about it. So servers will be back up tomorrow until Sunday. If they come up tomorrow 10 a.m. Pacific, they close Sunday 10 p.m. Pacific. So there's not really maintenance right now. Now people are who have access starting tomorrow have been sent the ability to download the client. I do think there actually are some issues though with that right now. So that might be under maintenance. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. What's your thoughts on this? If a corrupted player exits the game, will his character stay in the game for a few minutes? Oh, for bounty hunters to come. That should actually, I think that is the plan. Yeah. Because I've one of the ad break. All right, I'm not going to switch anything. I'll just chat. So, God, these damn ad breaks, man. Twitch is just terrible about that. Has Twitch always been this bad for ad breaks? I feel like in the last year it's gotten worse. No, I think your body should stay in. So, yeah, I guess we can take a stretch break during ads. I don't know. I'm going to type in that I hate ads for those of you that I hate ads. Can't stop them. They happen. You can reduce them, but cannot stop them. Yeah, I actually need to turn that into another channel point. Just some I hate ads. Ads suck ass. Shit, what are they even talking about? Oh, the PK thing. Yeah. Yeah, your character should stay logged in. That shouldn't change. In fact, there was a claim that who made the claim? It was Envious was claiming that Nova Ordum, Guild Nova Ordum, would I think it's alt F4. So there's currently a bug. Or ad break is in one. All right, ad break should be done. Sorry, y'all. I cannot control that. Right now there is a bug though for corrupted play. So for players, you can't actually just auto log out. I think it's alt F4. I don't know if they fixed it. And so there have been some claims that some prominent PvP guilds have been using that in order to not die and to not like have certain repercussions. But 100% your character should still stay logged in typically so that bounty hunters can come and get you, which I think just makes sense. I think you should be penalized if you think you can kill someone and then just log out and have no repercussion for that. Is finding a group in game hard? What level do you recommend grinding in a party? Effusive Mind, it is kind of. I think it depends on where you're at, what you're doing. Luckily as a cleric, I mean, it's kind of a little bit easier. And then being in Genesis, I've certainly run a lot. I've run a lot of Genesis groups. I've probably run a lot more pugs than anything though. But I do think that's part of a challenge. I'm not advocating for like a group finder, but I do think that they're going to have to figure some better way for us to connect as players who don't know each other to be able to form groups. Whether that's sort of an auto party function as you're sort of fighting around a similar area, whether that's sort of like a job board that you can open up and see who's looking for group members and what type. But something's going to have to, I think, be done a little bit better because it can be hard to find a group. And the challenging part about that with Ashes of Creation is, really up till probably level 8, you can solo pretty easily. I mean, you can solo throughout the entire life of the game if you want. But once you get to the level 9 to 10 sort of range, the amount of experience it takes to level up goes up tremendously. And so it becomes much more efficient to be in a group versus solo. So I do think they're going to have to figure out some way to make finding groups a little bit easier. Otherwise, people are going to get very frustrated, in my opinion, with that whole process. So if you don't know when you make gear, you choose the quality of the item that goes into, determines the stat, what level. Yep. Yeah. Shit, I just lost everything. Where did it all go? Does Ashes intend to have Asia servers? Not during alpha. No, they have not indicated anything other than NA and EU at this point. What does it mean by power leveling in the notes? Is that raid group farming? Yeah, I think it's raids, probably also groups. So you've been able to group with people, I think 8 levels. So they've probably adjusted the sort of, if I'm a level 18 and you're level 10, then they've probably adjusted some of that experience gain for you. I think is how I read that, just to try to make that power leveling less possible. So does it, I got people answer for me. I know I'm Canadian, but why are ads getting fed to me in French? Oh, there were French ads? I don't think I get to pick that. Where's your damn donate button? I ain't giving Twitch. Well, I appreciate I need to set it up, I guess. I've just not done that. I think I have the option of either Stream Elements or I also will use Streamlabs a little bit. I just don't know which one would be best to do that with, but I will definitely do that. You should only be able to log out in certain locations for all problems, for all players. Problem solved. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know about that because you have to run a long ways sometimes to get to groups, and so if you have to run a whole long ass ways back, I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that. To be able to just log out, that might be a bit much for me. I see a lot of groups looking for more in world chat. Yeah, I mean, and it does depend on the time of day and sort of levels. I mean, I just think that they need to find a better system than just having people put global chat looking for group. That works, but I think I think it could be done easier, and not in a way that sort of goes back to, again, sort of group finders and stuff like that. Hopefully the friends list is coming semi soon. Yes, 100%. We've been promised that, actually. They mentioned that back in week 1, but it's still not here. So once it is here, yeah, just anyone on Vira, just add me up under Phantom X. So auto attack, stay checked. Oh, are you in? You're in, Woodchip? You're in the PTR. So what he's referring to, one of the most frustrating parts of sort of your the settings that you set was that they get reset every time you log out. Anytime you close down the game, reopen the game, every setting that you put would go back to the default, and so you had to go reset everything over and over again. And that was a pain in the ass. But it sounds like it's fixed. That's really good. Hey, can you jump in Ashes of Creation? Yep, you sure can. You can jump, and you also got 80, 80, 80. As Narc is so intense on asking people. Yes, you can 80, 80, 80, 80 all you want. Just talk to people. You'll see a group finder. I'm not asking for a group finder, but I still think there's ways to funnel people that would work and make it easier. If they can make it so you can click on a person, invite to group, that would help. Yeah, that would help. Completely agree with the leveling part. Yeah. It's so lame that they don't just make a mega server with the map size and just have region quadrants. Being on EU is terrible. Yeah, that mega server thing, though, they have such a hard time with their servers now. Yeah. Master Chief's ads were English. Well, that's good. Canadians get French ads. Well, the answer to that is we just need to get you subs to the channel. Yeah, Canadians are all crazy. Canucks. Hasn't Steven talked about about a bulletin board in town? Yeah, I think so. Zombies, specifically in, I think in taverns. They've talked a little bit about that sort of stuff. Get rid of global chat. It's ruining my immersion. Yeah, some of the global chat gets pretty bad. Although I enjoy hearing the sweaty guilds go at each other. Well, reading, not hearing. That's always fun, I think. So, when Envious and some of the other guilds get going at each other. When we were testing on Resna, when I played on that server, it was fun to watch. Resetting and auto attack and hover casting was a huge pain. Oh, 100%. So, what's 80-80 nervous strafing? I don't know. You need to ask Narc that. It's just the ability, I guess, to move back and forth and not have sort of momentum or anything else like that, to feel responsive in your movement, I think is how he would prefer that. Anyone else install launcher yesterday was able to install game, make characters on server. It's not allowed today. Yeah, so things are apparently broken right now. Let me crush you. About 8:30, so about 2 hours ago, they put up a post that it might not work. We don't know what's wrong with it, though. It does always baffle me why these days companies don't use the RuneScape model, basically worlds per server, and you can move as you please. Yeah. Bulletin board and taverns would tickle my inner immersion nerd. Yeah, I think that's what he's talked about, is where they would put them, in taverns. What game has one mega server? I'm curious. Yeah, that's a good question, because you can't include layering. Or I wouldn't include layering anyways. A good thing I saved my name on every server last night. Yeah, I hope they don't take mine. Nobody better. Well, they can't take it on Vira. I've not checked other servers. It's a pretty unique name, so I'm going to know if somebody's fucking with me. But anyways, the rest of these notes are not super interesting. I mean, they're all positive. The reduced node experience by 85% was interesting because things were leveling up so fast. Um, which actually, when we were doing pre-alpha testing, they leveled up far too slow. So they're just, I think, trying to get that all working. Folks been taking my name. Well, Thogley, come on now. Send Steven a message or somebody. Have him quit it. Have Steven teabag their character until they agree to delete it. Do you think they'll redo character models? The only ones that look really good are orcs right now. I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, they're always open to feedback. I don't know if they have something else hanging around. But I think they kind of feel fairly set on what they have. I think the Nukua were the last ones that they did a big
And
change
now
on.
Steven's teabagging me as well.
Yeah, I just love that. That makes me laugh every single fucking time. I'm so glad I clipped that. So I don't, outside of the Nuku, I don't think they've really done change many things, much else. So I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. But I don't. Something tells me they probably won't change things much. 3K players forced onto 5 nodes. I wonder if they're going to level fast. That's a very good point. Can I make a Fat Max character on Lineth? Go right ahead.
I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea.
Go right ahead. And we can talk about what a node is too. So you go ahead and create a Fat Max character, put them right outside the starting area, and just constantly type out, I don't know what the fuck a node is. And that will be good. Are the humans in game the Arabic theme ones or boring hello to our archetypes? I don't know how to answer that. I don't think they're boring.
I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea.
Part of the problem right now is that the character model, the character creator that they intended isn't really functioning completely yet. So your ability to adjust those models and make it look a lot more like
And
what you
now
want.
Steven's teabagging me as well.
Cracks my ass up. I'm sorry. That's just absolutely, it's the joy in his voice at the fact that Steven Sharif is teabagging him. The absolute joy. He's the giddiness of a child seeing presents under the Christmas tree on Christmas morning. That is what I hear in Narc's voice when he sees Steven teabagging him. So it's just that just makes me laugh. Imagine the joy Steven was having. Yeah, that's true. Oh, here's drama, including inducing information. People hate the cost of the alpha. I'm literally paying that tomorrow to have my employee to cover my shift so I can play one day. Well, hopefully you get to play a good day. I don't know that I would do that tomorrow, man. Their history of starting on time is not very good. So, does it make me way too happy or make him way too happy? I just think it's hilarious. You know what? If Narc's going to pick on me, I'm going to pick on him. It's all in good fun. So, joyful teabagging for sure. Friday is not the day to take off for sure. Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, you just don't know if what they delayed the first Friday by 3 hours, and the second day, the second week, the second Friday was delayed 5 hours? Now I will say, the last week they announced the delay on Thursday. They've not done that. They've not announced any delay yet, so maybe that's a good sign. But yeah, so far they've not really hit their times very well. It's okay. I'll roll with the punches. Yeah. Well, I guess it is a good sign, Drunk Ninja, that they've not announced the day before that there's going to be a server delay. I'll take that as a good sign. Clear your schedule for Sunday. That is probably the best day to log in for sure. Starting on time is 0 for 2 on Fridays. Yep. I play Tetris instead. I don't know the last time I played Tetris. It's been a long time. You should play that shit on what? Nintendo, maybe? I think Nintendo. Maybe a mini game in the launcher screen. Oh, I would love that. Did the logo actually toggle? I just noticed you pushed that logo. Did that work? I don't think so. Where is the logo actually? I think it's because the logo's behind me. If I push this up, there's the logo. Can't really see it very well though. So I think I'm going to turn it off. Yeah. Oh wait, shit. I thought I turned it off. There it goes. Can't see it very well with my shirt. All right. Damn. I like the fact that we're just having fucking conversation, right? I did actually have a plan here tonight. So, but this is fun, just bantering as we wait for tomorrow. Maybe I can save some of it for tomorrow. I own the place, so if it gets delayed, I can still go to work for a little while. Well, that's cool. I do have to go to work in the morning. I was hoping to be able to work from home, but I have to physically go in for probably 3 hours. So rather than 8:30, I think, I don't remember what I have on our schedule. I think my schedule typically says 8:30 in the morning for Fridays. We probably won't start until 10:30 Central tomorrow. I have a headache. Does your ass hurt too? The fuck? I don't know what that I don't know what's going on. What did I miss? I don't work until Tuesday. You're going full DJing. So you're just going to no life Ashes then. That'll be fun, actually. For Christmas, I might ask for a graphics card for my work PC. Man, I really hope they get some sort of like remote possibility or something. Yeah. I work from home. Oh, that's nice. Put in a bunch of extra work today so I can pretend I did it tomorrow. That would be good. Yeah. My head up your ass, just a joke. I get it. I get it. You got a headache. Yeah. You think they'll add new servers tomorrow? Oh no, they will. Yeah, they've announced. So that I can tell you the names of the servers. There's two. There's one NA and one EU. Trying to remember the names. The new NA is Castus, and the new EU is Eterna. So we do have two new servers. So hopefully the big streamers, the big boys and girls, will go to the new places and bring their audience with them, because I really don't want to have to fight through a queue with Asmon tomorrow. Hopefully queues won't be fucked then. Yeah. So here's one. I think they probably, I think if they know of any big streamers that are going on tomorrow, they've probably already pre-worked this out, is my guess. But I think, they also announced that they are not changing the mayors of the existing servers. So if the mayors that were there last weekend will still be mayor this weekend. So they are not resetting mayors on the existing servers. So I think there's a reason for that, and I think that reason is so that because obviously Asmon, for example, probably want to be a mayor, right? Probably going to want to see that experience. So if you aren't letting people become mayors in the existing servers, then they'll most likely go to the new ones. At least that's my opinion. So hopefully that does entice the sort of big groups, either streamers or just big guilds that might be starting tomorrow, to go onto a new server to try to get that mayorship. Asmon is rolling Lineth. I hope not. Well, I mean, I'm not on Lineth, so I guess whatever. That would be interesting though. So we would have an Asmon and pirate server. That's what that would be, right? That'd be kind of fucked up. And then Narc too. Actually, I would love to see that. I hope he does. I sure as shit hope he does. I would love to see Asmon, Narc, and Thor on the save server. I would love that shit. That would be some of the best shit in the world. That would be crazy. Is Asmon even going to play OC? I think he has said he will. I don't really watch his streams anymore. I know someone said someone claimed anyways that he had said on stream that he would probably play this weekend. So I'm surprised he didn't play earlier. He was in A1. Again, I think they've probably had some conversations about what would be best, is my guess. So Asmund had planned to play last weekend. Yeah, I guess did his ban maybe affect some of that? Because he couldn't play the first weekend because he was banned. I mean, he could have played, and he might have played actually. I don't know. Hell, shit, we don't know. He wasn't streaming. He could have played. Could have gone incognito for all we know. Now, as to whether he enjoys is actually actually plays this for real is another story. Yeah, that would be the best drama. 3 large content creator war with one another. Oh, I would love it, Thogly. That would be just when you start talking about us wanting to have a drama. You know, have a drama section of our chats. Shit, I think having Asmund, Thor, and Narc on the same server would be so much better than the shit that comes out of Envious and what is it, Ethereum and Guild Nova Ordum. Long live, what does it say? Long live Sheeta, Mayor of Halcyon and Protector of the Realm. I think publicly has said he wasn't going to play it, so that his reactions were genuine for the stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, I doubt that last Asmund is going to want to fly him out. Well, that's why I say I have to think that part of the reason for them to not wipe mayors. I mean, there's obviously you probably want mayors to continue to test it, and you know they need more than 3 days. But I think there's also the motive of this forces some of the bigger people that want to be a mayor to have to go to the new server. So makes sense. Yeah, we've built 1 building. Yeah, it has been slow. That is for sure. I know Rive has also only done 1. There's been a lot of collaboration though. The mayors are all talking to each other. So it certainly is interesting, that process. I'm trying to remember I think a farm is maybe the next thing that Winstead's going to get because they had wood, I think woodworking, and I guess the farm kind of helps with that. My goal this weekend. Oh, I was talking about Rives. Jamie hasn't focused yet. Well, it's Careerian, right? Have they made anything? Is Careerian not being a good mayor? Is it time to kick him out? Which node has the dragon mayor? You mean the person that dragged the mayor to Winstead, or the mayor that was of the town that got attacked by Winstead? They're trying to make a smithy, but they're not farming, they're leveling. Yeah. Well, we've got our message from Genesis. It's like if you see shit, if you see any kind of ore, harvest it. If you see this, harvest it. Just stop and harvest it. Mayor Firebrand was viral. Yeah, that was Jamie. Yeah. That was some funny shit. You know, I wasn't streaming, I wasn't playing because again, I stream and play early in the morning. But I was actually at we had a little campfire going, and doing s'mores and shit. But I actually had the Twitch app open on my phone, and I was watching as Jamie's guild was leading Firebrand through my guild's town of Winstead. You know, because Rive is mayor of Winstead. So I really do. I think that was a soft. Notice of guild war. That's what I think that was. We don't have the ability to actually declare guild war, so I think this was a soft method of doing that. So one day I'm not soft. That's true. They did burn shit down. You didn't like the dragon housewarming gift? I mean, I wasn't playing, so it didn't really affect me much. But I'm going to play as much as I can over the next 2 days. I'm so excited. Yeah, no, well, first, thanks for your first message and hanging out with us here. Aether Rising. Yeah, it's going to be fun. The game has a lot of work to go, but it is fun. Combat's fun. Hanging out with people's fun. Do you know what you're going to play? Do you have any idea? Careerian is legit. I like him. He's nice. I think Career will be a really good mayor. Seems really smart. Yeah, smart fellow. Yeah, isn't he a pilot or something? Like he's really. I like him. He's fun. think he's been really busy. Actually, I'm surprised he's taken on the mayorship. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's a pilot, so he has to probably dip out every once in a while. Hoping most people will be as welcome as you seem to be. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think so. You know, so far things have been there's been drama here and there, but for the most part, I think people will be helpful.
That could be a bug.
That's a bug.
That could be a bug. Guys, you're going to see some bugs.
Guys, you're gonna see some bugs. Haven't decided yet. I typically do support stuff, but have more fun with AoE mage stuff. Yeah, but now's the time to test out both. The Bard is, you know, when you talk about support, the Bard's legit. So the Bard really does complement a group, and you know, you do as a group notice when you don't have a Bard. So it doesn't mean things are impossible without a Bard, but you definitely notice if you don't have a Bard. So yeah, Bard is magic. Yeah. And they're also pretty good with soloing too. So going Bard tomorrow and hope I get some EQ fields. A little bit. I was hoping for I love Bard and EQ as well. Was really hoping for tune twisting. They're kind of getting something similar to that, but it's not full on like we would have experienced in EQ. So it's kind of similar. It's still fun, but it's not. I don't know that I would equate it to sort of EQ stuff just yet. Now, Steven has said that right now you can twist 2 songs, and that's it. Now, Steven has said potentially in the future that there will be ways to respec and do stuff that you can twist more than 2. So twisting songs was not intentional in EQ. It wasn't, but it worked, right? I think we could do what, 4 typically? I'm pretty sure 4 was the max. Bards are OP. Yes, bards are probably the most OP. Clerics are not far behind. I've also seen some really fucking good fighters. So depending on how you spec. What is twisting songs? So in EverQuest, the bard, you would have different songs and melodies and things that you would play. And of course, each song would give a buff of some sort, or, it could heal, or it could increase mana, it could increase attack speed, or potentially damage, whatever you're fighting, or reduce its attack speed. And so the way it worked is you could start and stop your songs and they would overlap each other. So, one song, when you stopped it, might continue on for 5 seconds. And so that gave you 5 seconds where you could start another song, and they would overlap with each other. And so that's where this idea of tune twisting came, is that you could mix and match various different melodies, and then they would overlap. And so rather than just having one song going, you would have 4 or 5. And people that were really good at that were highly sought out in groups, because if you're really good at mixing and doing tune twisting, like your benefit was huge to a group. Ashes has a somewhat similar approach. I'm forgetting what they call it. It's not tune twisting. But the bard, you can spec into a process to where you can do 2. That you can do 2 songs at the same time. So not entirely the same feel, but similar. I'm starting super early despite the cost, so I probably have time. Oh yeah, you have plenty of time to experiment. They're going to try to not wipe, but you need to also be prepared for wipes. I think they'll have a wipe. I'm pretty sure they've actually said they're going to wipe phase 2. The sagas, I'm trying to remember what it's called. There's a maybe now I want to go to the wiki and see what it's called, because I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Has a various, I don't think it's the sagas. The sagas are pretty fucking cool too. I like how Intrepid really tries to give their own spin to sort of traditional classes. And so sagas are really fun for that. All right, I pulled them up. What is their tree? Oh, I forgot that this looks really nice, actually. I forgot that Lex changed the skill trees in the wiki. I think so. Yes, so it's called Music Mastery Counterpoint. The effects of your melodies are applied at increasing durations depending on your melody cast progress. At full melody charge, they will last up to 20 seconds, allowing you to weave back and forth between melodies to upkeep multiple buffs at once. So they call it weaving. Actually, I'll pop this over so you can see this. So they call it weaving. It's this one right here. Ah, shit. Music mastery counterpoint. So that's what they refer to as weaving. It's just a fun play style. Keeps you on your feet. So going to play Bard. I'm hyped for it. Yeah, Bard is fun. I did a lot of Bard in pre-alpha 2 and some other things. And it was quite a lot of fun to play. So I'm still cleric though. Cleric at heart. I might try a sort of cleric / Bard and see what that's like. But is there any economy crushing money dupe? Oh, there's been several money dupes. So I wouldn't worry so much about economy right now. Get in with a good group, good guild, because there have been several dupes. They're not really, Intrepid's not at a point that they're super worried about that right now. It's more so networking and making sure servers stay up. A good example, at the Rising, we had one of the commissions for fishing. It had a bug in it where you would get the fish, you would turn in the commission, but the commission would not remove the fish from your inventory. So essentially you could just log in, log out, and it would refresh, and you could turn it in and you would log out, refresh it again. And it was a kind of a constant way to get coin. So there's been little stuff like that, that do exist. How is fishing any fun? It's AFK fishing right now, so I wouldn't say it's fun. It works. For all of its flaws, I think New World has the best fishing I've ever experienced, and so far their fishing is nowhere near that. Yes, as Drunken Ninja says, it is an AFK activity. However, be careful because you will be killed potentially if you're AFK. No death seems interesting. Yeah, thanks for the first message, Nella Wafer. I like your name. Yeah, whenever they get that in, it will be interesting to see. I like the fact that you don't de-level, you just completely get flattened. I think that's a huge... I just think that's a much better sort of risk-reward thing than potentially just de-leveling. So gig games tend to have some AFK stuff and some active stuff. Yeah, I mean, BDO fishing was fine, but the other problem, the other problem with AFK fishing and Ashes of Creation is you will get booted out. So it does not prevent you from the server kicking you out. So don't leave AFK fishing and thinking you're going to come back and your character still be there, unless they've changed that. Sitting here with the Marvels in the background, it's a crime against humanity. Yeah, New World fishing is fun. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's probably the best I've ever had. So we're not there yet. What did I see about caravans? What were y'all talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Thogly. I think I missed. You do make a lot of money running caravans. So that is definitely one way to make money, but you also can get killed. Actually, it's I don't have the video loaded right now, but Thogly's guild had an interaction with Contagion, another guild that I'll have to get the video at some point. We watch it. A good example of what happens with caravans. Apparently, a member of Contagion was escorting a caravan by themselves. It was a one-person caravan, and they were ambushed by some members of Thogly's guild, and that really irritated the shit out of Contagion and sent them on a warpath to kill Thogly's guild members. It was as funny to watch. They were super pissed, but the AFK timer is 30 minutes and that's too short. Yeah, I agree. Especially when you're fishing. I mean, if it's an AFK experience, like why do they even let you log out while you're fishing? Doesn't make any sense. What kind of caravans make money? No caravans. Yes, so you're going to make much more money if you go out, the further you transport things. So you're going to want to probably transport things to the desert, for example. You'll make a lot of money if you can successfully do that. So, and when I say a lot of money, it's like I think a few gold. So not like a ton, but enough that you'll be pretty well off. No way deep sea fishing will be that boring. I hope not. I plan to have a little dinghy that I just take out in the ocean and go fishing on. I hope, anyways. What class would you say is the highest DPS? I think that entirely depends on who's playing the class and what gear they have. Your rangers are going to be pretty good. Fighter, depending on how it's spec'd, and mage. We don't have DPS meters, so it's kind of hard to really figure that out. We have learned that right now character levels really don't mean anything. It's all about the gear you have. That's what's going to influence what you do. Damage wise, what you do, heals, how you act as a tank. So, ooh, I like that name. What the fuck is shame? I always want to ask people their origin stories, but I won't. Remember, there will be underwater battles and water mounts according to, yep, for sure. Clerics have the highest DPS. Cough, cough, 420 high. DPS classes are super gear dependent. Definitely, for sure. Yeah. So we did play around with this. So one of the PTRs, we were power leveled. Well, not power leveled, but our levels were increased. And so I got boosted to, I think, 21, but I still had just starter gear. And it made such a little difference at 21. So when I would fight, so number one, like level 2 and 3 things would still aggro me, which was super frustrating. But level 8 and 9 things, like if I had too many of them on me, they could kill me. They were still able to damage me significantly. And so that's where I think gear is the big equalizer, not so much character level. Which is probably why they do let players play together 8 levels apart, because your character level really isn't the big part of this. It's your gear. Imagine not being lazy and using your real name. Couldn't be me. Phantom X is my real name.
I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, found it. Don't know what the fuck a node is. It's that new player experience. It sucks. It actually does kind of suck. For all of the hilariousness of that clip, he has a
now
point.
Steven's teabagging me as well.
Yeah, still makes me laugh. Steven's teabagging me as well. So he likes multiple teabags at the same time. I bet y'all can't guess my name. No way, Will. No way. No way we can guess your name. Mine is easy too. Some game or another. I was playing a censored noob for chat. Yeah, it became noob. Yeah. I've always hoped I was saying that right. Mr. Noobtastic. Damn, it's already almost 11. We've been going for over 2 hours. I do want to go back while we're here because I have all this pulled up. We talked about this, I think 2 nights ago. I noticed this in Discord. I want to say it was Tuesday. So first of all, everyone watching me, here, YouTube, wherever, I love and live for the stories that come out of this game. And I want you to share those with me. So as you're in different servers, as you're in different guilds, any sort of like drama, I don't want to be a drama queen, or a king, but I want to know, I want you to share the fun shit with me. And I want to talk about it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Cupcake, thank you for the prime. I appreciate you. And I love the spelling of your name. Actually, I've never seen it spelled that way. But I appreciate you. Nub is a non-useful body. It's a military thing. Glad I found this channel, but I have to work in the AM almost midnight. Hey, I appreciate you hanging out with us. Soon. Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. I'll be on Saturday, Sunday as well. Again, Saturday and Sunday, I do change up time frames a little bit. It's more so 5:30 a.m. to sort of 11, 12 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m. So I do more sort of morning stuff. So if you're up in the morning, check me out. Come hang. I've been loving these weekly recap YouTubes coming from. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of just really fun clips out there. A lot of PvP stuff, a lot of top.
That's a bug. That could be a bug. Guys, you're going to see some bugs.
That's a bug. A lot of top 5 stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Like abusing English. Yeah. All right. So this is something that we talked about a couple days ago. So there was a content creator, CC My Life, who was apparently PvP, and I think he's an Ethereum, and they were fighting PvPing on Resna server, and there was another person called Hans, who was in a guild. I think the guild tab was CCC, which was, I think, Royal CCC. It's kind of weird because I think it's an EU guild, but he was playing over on an NA server. And apparently he might have been associated with Envious as well. I'm not really sure. But anyways, they're apparently this Hans person got very, very salty about losing in a PvP fight. And so CC My Life was part of the group that killed him. And like many clips, as somebody just mentioned, there's a lot of really good recap videos and stuff. He this CC My Life put up a video of them, PvPing, and it just so happens that this Hans person was in the video and got really pissy because he lost and he died, and apparently demanded that this guy not post it. And the guy did, I think rightly. I don't know why he couldn't. But then Hans filed a copyright strike with YouTube, claiming that it needed to be taken down because he was in it and he did not want to be in it. So I do think he's over in Europe. I'm admittedly not on top of what is it, GDPR, whatever the law is over there. I still think it sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Regardless, I mean, he doesn't even own the character that he's playing. That's owned by Intrepid. He just has a license to play the game. But he did copyright this channel. And you can see here, wrote, "Enjoy your copyright strike," blah, blah, blah. For a content creator, yeah, what a little bitch. Exactly. So that's what I was about to say. As someone who makes content, one of the worst things that can happen to you is a copyright strike. Hands down, one of the worst. It's a flag on your account. It really can stop you from being partner. It's just bad. This was a big thing with Jalan, and Narc, right? Jalan filed a copyright strike against Narc, and that turned into a big fucking deal. It's just shitty. It's really bad. So the fact that he did this pissed off a lot of people. As mentioned there, Naomi mentions, you did have to apparently to fight the copyright strike, you also have to give your publicly identify yourself, and then that information is actually sent to the person or is visible to the person that filed the copyright claim. So you're also sort of doxing yourself to this person who's clearly not all right there. And so the guy's kind of in a point, I think, where he said he's just not going to mess with it right now, which is just really shitty. But yeah, copyright strikes are just awful for content creators. I mean, it really is. I can't express. It's like can be the death of a channel. Basically the same as mass in-game reporting. Oh, 100%. But this guy, this Hans, has rightly gotten a bunch of shit. Gotten a bunch of shit from the community everywhere. Discord, Reddit here. You can see, all of the posts and stuff talking about this. Just tons of people that were pissed. And so I'm trying to find where it is. I had already kind of heard about all this, so I actually put, God damn it, where is it? There's too many comments. Why is my comment at the very bottom end? Oh, it's because somebody downvoted it. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Iron Mouse's YouTube has been deleted because she didn't want to dox herself. Yeah, it's just weird. So I posted his guild recruitment page for Ashes of Creation, in case you want to join his guild. This actually, when you click it, all of a sudden you do not have permission. So this caught my eye today. This did not exist until today. So that caught me looking a lot more at kind of what's going on with this Hans person. This is the shit, it's going to take a minute to load. So you can go back and look at it through the Wayback Machine. Where is this? I can't, it's not loading. Oh shit, I don't know why it's not loading now. God damn it. None of this is wanting to work. Oh, here, so I had to way back. They actually have a website, royalccc.com. Had to way back it because it's no longer working. It goes to a sort of store, like a landing page. Doesn't work. No more. Here was his guild existing on Wayback. It's not here anymore. I think what we see with this is that I think he's deleted it. He's deleted it. None of the Discord URLs work anymore. So Discord has been cut off. Like I said, his website doesn't work anymore. If you try to go to this outside of Wayback, doesn't do anything. His YouTube no longer exists. So that's gone. So the last part to this is that his account in the Ashes of Creation Discord no longer exists. His name is not there anymore. So you cannot tag him. It's gone. Damn it, you were in an ad? I thought I skipped the ad. Were you really in an ad? I thought I skipped the ad. So this was a guy that copyright struck another content creator up here. This is on Reddit. Actually, let me just, if you're curious, somebody got really pissy about losing a PvP match, and in turn copyright struck the person that recorded it. So what we were going back over though is this guy named Hans that had done the copyright strike had been sort of all over Discord, kind of trying to explain and acting like he was a victim, and people just kept piling on, and now everything's gone. So at this point, he's deleted the guild recruitment. The website's no longer there. I don't know if Discord's there or not, but
and now Steven's teabagging me as well.
Now their Discord links don't work. His YouTube channel's deleted. So the sort of update to the drama is I think the guy's gone at this point. Probably coming back under a different name is my guess, but everything visible with the sort of Royal CCC Guild and the Hans has been wiped off. It's gone. This is partly where I wish that Intrepid would let us see people, you know, if we disliked someone, if they created a new character, I wish there was a way for us to see that. They're probably not going to do that, but like this guy's probably just going to go back. I mean, he's clearly got Alpha 2 access. He had Alpha 1 access too. So clearly going to go back and probably create a new character, whole new thing. And most likely nobody will ever know. But this was a great example of the idea of bringing back the importance of reputation. You know, we had only been 2 weekends into Alpha 2 testing, and this guy did an incredibly shitty act, and the community turned on him so fast that his everything's gone. So it's just gone. I don't know if he's actually been banned in Discord or on Ashes of Creation. I have no way to know that, so I don't know. All I know is that none of his stuff's there. It's all gone. So I don't know if he did it. I don't know what happened to it. But when you go you go to his YouTube, it's not there anymore. His website doesn't work anymore. The guild recruitment post is not there anymore, and then he's no longer in Discord. So seems to be gone for now. You know, I'm guessing it was his own doing, but I don't know. I don't think Ashes would ban for something like this. I don't, or Intrepid. I think this is probably something they would just not get involved in generally. But he's gone. So that was one of our sort of drama updates for today. The community did step in. So yeah, rebranding. Kind of like the kid that came at Jason Kelsey. Yeah. Did he disappear? I don't even remember. I don't know that they ever found out who that was. Get dunked on. Yeah, I would love last names. Some way of being able to identify. The only downside to that is, I think even I occasionally would like to have a character that no one else knows about, that you can just sort of log on and kind of have some anonymous playtime. And that would obviously kind of be ruined in that way. So I don't know. Like in WoW where you can see battle tags. Yes. Something like that for sure. They want spies to be a thing, so I doubt exactly Drunk Ninja. I don't think they'll ever put something in like that. I wish I see the pluses and minuses, but in this sort of instance, to me, this is an example of why that would be good. So assholes are assholes. Yes, they are. Guys, they scrubbed him, got deleted from the world. It's a conspiracy. I followed and just noticed not getting points. Rasham. So the most common thing that I have seen with Stream Elements is either not being logged in. So you do have to click the link and log into Stream Elements, and you have to log in under the right account. That's usually the other thing, is sometimes people will be under the wrong Twitch account. So you have to be logged in, and you have to be logged in on the account that's watching the stream for it to work. I can always check manually so assuming you're on the same name, Rasham. Hold on, I can go look. Let me refresh this. I don't see it. So those are the main things. Yeah, I would check those and just see if something like that's going on. That's usually the most common reason if you're not getting points. So there was one other thing that I've not yet actually read. This was sent into I saw this in our Discord. This is a long ass piece of text, man. I didn't realize how big this was. So this was something we have talked about a little bit too. This is actually an update just from today. This was posted about 3.5 hours ago. So for those of you who do not know, there was a claim. So Actual Pirates, Thor's Guild, from Pirate Software, they're big on Lenneth, and he was streaming, and there was a claim that he was stream sniped. So members of this, what was said was members of Apex Order he thought stream sniped him while they were reporting bugs. And that turned into a whole big thing. There were some Discord posts about the size of Thor's Guild, and it's going to ruin the fun for other people. And kind of turned into a thing because Thor, they decided to make this guild Apex Order KOS. And so there was a lot of discussion about that. This just got posted tonight. Again, I've not actually read it. Ludaloo, who's often in our channel, said that it sounds like that it's a sort of, I don't know if it's an apology, but they were saying that there was a misunderstanding. So, and here it is. These events are the result of misunderstanding with unfortunate timing, further littered with false accusations, baseless claims, and what we see as a gross overreaction. that violates the spirit of testing environment. So this is something, I'll pop this into chat too if you want to take a little while to read it. I haven't had a chance to go over it yet. I think Thor is overreacting. See, Naomi, I think Thor was overreacting at first, but Apex reporting him. Yeah, that was the other thing. So that kind of came out of this that really also pissed people off. That when they decided to make them KOS, that this guild Apex order allegedly then threatened to mass report his guild, which of course wouldn't work anyways. You know, they can mass report all they want. Steven's not going to do anything about Thor's guild. But the fact that they were threatening to do that, it was also sort of shitty. Kind of like, you know, when you copyright strike someone. Yeah, Thor made a short video on it. But this is a post to look at. This is an update to that. It appears he tries to go on and explain kind of what they were doing, their version of things. As you can say, we had no previous knowledge that streamer known as Pirate Software was in the group we were about to engage. We had no way of knowing that he was writing a bug report. All of that information was found out after the fact. So I don't know. It's sort of the who do you believe kind of thing. Sometimes, you know, I see this as a little bit of overkill, over explaining. Part of that could be just because they've had some repercussions to this and trying to get back on good footing. I don't know. But when you start telling your age and what you don't and do not like, I don't know, that starts to tell a little bit to me. So 44 years old, do not and have not ever watched streamers, nor do I desire to. Did not know who Pirate Software was. In the group were my daughter and my 13-year-old son. So I don't know. You can read it yourself, see what you think. It's pretty long, so there's obviously been a lot of thought put into this. In conclusion, actually, we'll do the in conclusion. Actually, where are some of these comments? The Apex guys were literally responding in game to things Thor was saying on stream, so it was definitely a snipe. All of this over a coincidence. I don't know. Like you said, reputation is important. And what we say has consequences. Yes, it does. I think Thor said they were straight up talking about it in game world chat that they sniped him before the influencer days. This used to be a thing. You could see a tune from a guild. Yeah. They attacked someone. It doesn't matter what the target was doing. They attacked and they're fucked over. That's kind of true, Drug Ninja. That's a good point. That's a good place to. It's a good point. Like if you unknowingly attacked a very large guild leader and killed them, like it kind of doesn't matter if they're streaming or not. Like you're gonna probably be made KOS. That's just a repercussion of killing another group. This one just unfortunately happened to be Thor, who was live, and you know probably live with 15,000 people. But you know that whole sort of becoming a target of who you just killed is natural, anyways. So it's a good point. I was there watching Pirate stream. What a load of crap. Didn't Thor say they were in some obscure place and more likely no way to know where they were unless someone was watching the stream? That seems to be what everybody that even was watching feels. So, I mean, there were what, 20,000 witnesses. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah. Get good. Kids are soft nowadays. Never heard of EVE Online. It's pretty hilarious. Their EVE Frontiers just opened today for their phase 5 testing. So if you're interested. Need an olive branch. Yeah, that's what that sounds like they do need. Traveler 4, thank you for the first message. I thought they threatened to report him first to get banned, and his reaction was that they afterwards became chaos. Yes. Sorry, that is the correct order of events. They were stream sniped. And no, I thought it was they were stream sniped, and then he made them KOS, and that's when they threatened to report. I don't know. Am I wrong in the order? I might be wrong. Pirate was inside a cave. The attackers were outside the cave, and they bragged about it in local chat about stream snapping, laughing about it. Regardless of the stream snipe aspect, my big issue is this is a guild not allowed to have enemy guilds just because they themselves are large. That's a really good point, Mr. Noobtastic. A very good point. You know, really at the end of the day, it's a moot point that this was Thor that they were live streaming because that's going to happen regardless. They didn't threaten, they mass reported Thor. It was KOS, then he made he made them permanently KOS. Okay. So yeah, that's life of consequences. I don't know what else to say. All right, so here's the end of this point. In conclusion, Pirate Software's stated intent on his stream is to harass an entire guild until they leave the server during the alpha testing phase of a game. Apex Order was falsely accused of a stream snipe by Pirate Software. From the time the Apex Order group attacked the actual pirate group, it took Pirate Software less than a minute to falsely accuse us of a streamer snipe as shown on his Twitch stream. Apex Order was falsely accused of knowingly attacking while Pirate Software was writing a bug report. We had no way of knowing this. Apex Order was falsely accused of mass reporting in an attempt to get a ban on Pirate Software. As detailed in our statement, no reports of any kind by any of our members were ever made. Go ask customer service. We'll wait. Apex Order leadership has reached out to Pirate Software and private correspondence explaining the misunderstanding and seeking a retraction of his false accusations to no avail. All of the false accusations are a result of Pirate Software being PvP'd in a PvX game. Are streamers untouchable in PvP? If you do kill a streamer, what is stopping them from accusing you of a stream snipe? They can accuse you without limit or evidence. The attacks on Apex Order membership and content gating are the result of a massive streamer Zerg guild mentality on a smaller guild. I don't know. Yeah, they really messed up when they mass reported. In the guild, start a new one, kind of like what we just went over with Royal CCC, right? Yeah. Don't poke the bear. Well, I mean, it sounds like that there was clearly, obviously, it sounds like there was chat that was readable that they were doing this, right? I mean, that's what y'all are saying. I wasn't watching them, so till they changed their guild name. That's what he said. So much crap during testing phase. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, Trainer? I love it, man. I think it was probably 2 or 3 shows into the Ashen Forge, so this would have been 2017. It could not have been more than 2 or 3 shows. You know, we've done 150 now. I'm pretty sure I went on a very long rant about how I was ready for a high fantasy game that had stories that come out of it in a similar way as Eve Online. So, yes, this is a great starting point, and I am here for all the drama. Please hit me up on Discord, send me messages. I will gladly cover things for you. I want to be the hoarder of all of this information, so, and presenting it all to you. The Apex guys are completely at the mercy of Thor, for whom the whole thing is just content. If I were them, I'd grab my ball. Grab my ball and switch servers. Yeah. You're not going to get anywhere. This post is not going to, I doubt this post changes anything. Yeah, it's all over the VOD too. No point in trying to deny it. Yeah. Yeah, I think y'all are right. Like at this point, you move on. You either go to a new game or you go to a new server. Ask Intrepid for information covered in a privacy agreement. DDT5, thank you for the first message and happy hanging out with us here. They stream sniped him while he was inside of a bug report. After he died, they were KOS, then called, wanted to mass report him. Since they were KOS till end of life, saw this on a stream. Yeah, I do watch some of Thor stuff, but it's he's usually streaming when I'm either asleep or I'm at work. So it kind of depends on what I can get in at work. He wasn't mad because of the stream snipe. He was mad because of the report. Yeah, I think from everything I've read and saw, yeah, that seems to be accurate. That was the bigger issue. MMO drama been around 25 years. Oh, for sure. It is the MMORPGs were your first social media. So yeah, that is very true. Steven's response was priceless. Yeah, I saw that. Are you talking about in the Reddit post? I'm pretty sure. The attackers shouldn't brag about a stream snipe spin. The stream snipe then 100%. All I'm seeing is PvP happened here. That's all it was. That's true. That is very true. Game's going to be wild. Yeah, it is. We'll see how many people it goes wild with, though. That's the question. Is it niche or is it not niche? In my head, anyways. Going to sound like an elitist, but get good. Yeah. If my guild was actually KOS by Thor, I'd keep stream snipe ganking him for months. It'd be just as annoying. That's true, Mara. That's an interesting view. Yeah, you could definitely do that. You know he's going to be doing this, so streaming. So, yeah, the chaotic side of me would love to do that. Once there's, oh shit, I just lost all my chat. Where did it all go? Thor seems like an amazing human being. Yeah, he's fun to watch. He's really intelligent, clearly, as you sort of the knowledge base that he has for a lot of different things. And then he's a really good conversationalist as well. So, you get people that, sorry, my eye has been itching me all of a sudden. You can get people that know a lot of stuff, but they just are not very good at communicating it. He knows a lot of stuff and he's really good at communicating. And he's able to communicate stuff on a really basic level that most people can understand. So, yeah, I watch his shorts more than anything, probably. Worked on Vanilla WoW, worked on New Worlds. Yeah, skilled dude, oh, for sure. Most people suck at communications. Yeah, 100% they suck at communication. That's where, yes, most breakdowns, if there's a breakdown, it's going to be in that. Ikoma Ito, did I say your name right? So much QQ, 1 Zergs are bad, 2 streamers are popular, 3 reputation seems to come with karma. Yes, it does. And we just learned that with our other gentleman Hans over here, who apparently, allegedly, no longer has a guild active, no longer in Discord chat, and just has dropped off. So don't copyright strike people for no reason. Fortunes, man, all of these dramas are on NA servers. Tons of NA players are snowflakes. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure we could dig some stuff up over on the EU servers. Do I think Diggs will play more? No, unfortunately. And I feel like I have to have a conversation with him about our show. It's one thing to theorycraft stuff, right, for years, and say you're not interested in playing. It's kind of, I think, different when the game's actually here to play test and theorycraft about, and then not actually play test it. So we'll see. I mean, I hope he plays more, but I don't see that happening. I think he's only probably put in like 2 hours. So most men can't read women, and women want men to read minds. Yeah, men can't read anything. Men aren't typically using their brain. Oh yeah, who's Diggs? That's a good point. Also, yeah, I know a lot of you have just sort of started watching or following me either tonight or over the last couple of weeks, which I appreciate, by the way. So I have covered Ashes of Creation for about 7 years now. I have a group. So Theory Forge has been sort of the top layer of a group of people that just talk about games, play games together. And so as a group, Theory Forge has existed for 10 years. We started out with EverQuest Next and Landmark as our show. Those, of course, folded. So we also then went to Chronicles of Lyria, which also folded. Well, I guess technically he's still developing it, but it's, you know, one person making an MMO. It's going to probably never come out. And then about 7 years ago, we started doing the Ashen Forge. So I'm backer. I always say this because I'm proud of it. I'm Kickstarter backer number 3. So I was backer number 3 for Ashes of Creation. So I've been into this game for a very long time, and but it's Diggs and Legendary Neurotoxin are the 2 other folks that have sort of covered the game with me. So Diggs is just one of our folks that show up on Sunday. People ask about Diggs because Diggs has been, I think it's fair to say, a controversial figure in the community. He has been prominent in the community. I think back in, what was it, 2021, 2022, whenever they announced that the open seas were going to be free of corruption, sort of just open PvP, he started saying he was not going to play the game anymore. And so a lot of people, that then really very much divided the community, like that at least the community that were a part of Discord and the forums at the time. You know, you had half that sort of all of a sudden Diggs became kill on sight, and the other half that were like, no, I'm going to protect Diggs. So yeah, so when we talk about Diggs or Neurotoxin, those are just some folks that have been on the show with me for quite a while. But Diggs really hasn't been playing. We all have access. We've all had access to Pre-Alpha 2, and he's just not been playing. So I don't know. Diggs is an interesting guy. Yeah, no, he's a good guy. You know, he's a friend. I like him. He's a great dancer. That's all he does is dance. Theory F is my favorite Ashes content creator, even if he's dragging ass on the cleric side. Oh shit. I will out heal you any day. Any day. We need to get an 8-man. We need to get 2 groups, two groups of 8, create a 16 team raid, and we'll see who out heals who. We'll see who can keep up their group. If you're up for it. Weird flex. Theory F. That's good. I've never had that before. I like that. Theory F. That's clever. That's very clever. Where can I see which number I am on Kickstarter? Oh, if you go to me, I'm not going to show you my Kickstarter, but let me pull it up real quick. Shit. I got to remember where it is. Let's see. Well, shit. Got to log in first. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. Now it's going to make me put in a code for my phone. Hold on a second. It's too late for all this bullshit. All right. If you go to oh shit, where is it? Does anybody know how to find out what number you are as a Kickstarter backer? Catch Me Outside. How about that? That's been a long time. Oh, I need to put that on too. That would be a good channel point. Velex. Oh my holy shit. Holy shit. Where you been? Velex is also one of the originals. Holy shit. Started out with us 10 years ago. Man, you've been gone for a while. Been lurking for a couple weeks. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, Velex is a legend in the history of Theory Forge. So, well, I'm glad to have you hanging out with us. That's nice to see you. All right, let me real quick. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I did this. Sorry, I can get into a 4-letter realm every once in a while, and I apologize for that. I'm sure I can figure this out. How do you find your number? for your pledge. Oh, okay, here it is. So if you go to view pledge, you have to go to the Kickstarter site. And then if you you can click view your pledge at it should be at the top of your screen when you go to the Ashes of Creation one. Because you have the option, it says you back this project, you can either mark as received or you can view pledge. And so if you go to view pledge, that'll tell you what backer number you are. So that's how you look it up. Backer number 3. What all did I miss? Diggs likes to stir up drama because he's really anti-Ashes. He's a good dude, though. I don't hate him for it. Not everyone is going to like the game. It'd be nice to see him give it a chance. I think, yeah, I mean, I still think he'll play. I don't know that he's anti-Ashes. He's anti. It's gonna sound like he's anti forced PvP, is what he would tell you. So when the decision was made that he could be forced into PvP against his wishes, that's where he kind of turned on it a little bit. Got Ashes on one screen and Firelands on the second. I'm living. Yeah, Velix, it is good to have multiple perspectives. That's 100% sure. I've seen Neuro in game a few times. Resisted picking a fight. You should, Ninja. You should fight him. Go for it. I'll tell you, he's good at PvP. So just be prepared. That man can kill you probably 4 or 5 different ways. Like he is a, you know, if you put Diggs down here on PvP, right? Like a PvP not gonna do it. And I'm somewhere in the middle. Neuro's sort of on the other end. Like he knows Neuro can PvP. So just keep that in mind. If you do pick a fight with him, he's pretty good at the shit. So Ulfric, thank you for the first message. Wonder if they're going to develop a crime system like being able to lockpick, pick up. You know, I don't know if they've talked about stealing from other players. Technically, when you do successfully attack a caravan, you can break into the packages with a pry bar or crowbar. So there's something kind of like that, I guess, and that's how you can open them up, the crates, and take stuff with you if you want. But I don't know as far as sort of, yeah, a full-on crime system. There'll be a bounty hunter system for corrupted players, though. Oh shit, I'm way behind. To find your oh, here you go. Cupcake put it in. Yeah, that was much easier than probably what I just said. So, I was around back when we were covering games that never got made. Yeah. We were just talking about that. EverQuest Next, Landmark, COE. Shit, there were a bunch of them. I like how Diggs stands his ground. His stubbornness is that of a legend. No, that's true. Actually, was it Velix? Was it you? I always tell the pancake batter story with Diggs. We always occasionally will talk about how Diggs spent 24 hours in a Discord chat arguing how pancake batter is made and somehow trying to relate that to game development. Was that you that he was arguing with? I could never remember if that was you or if it was Jeremy. Yeah, Diggs stands his ground for sure. 139. Oh, I'm backer 100. That's not terrible. How many backers were there? Backer 139 out of 19,576. So I mean, you got in there. So it was Jeremy. Okay. Yeah, I could never. It's so long ago. You say Diggs, I hear Diggs. Actually, there was an amazing troll that came through several shows ago now. It was hilarious, but he kept calling him Dix, but he spelled it DY. How do you spell it? DYCS. And it was hilarious to watch. I think that actually got under his skin a little bit though. 139 is good though, I will say. I'm pretty mid at PvP. I need to practice more. Yeah, Nura's he really is. Like he's really pretty good. 2 female influencers. That's terrible. Have you heard about Asmon joining and what server? Lofty, yeah, I think I think he is. I mean, what we've heard is he is joining, but I don't think anyone knows what server. Apparently he might have said Lineth, but that was probably before we knew there were these 2 new servers. So hopefully he goes to the new NA server is my hope. I imagine that Intrepid's probably had some conversations with him about it, just to try to get him to a fresh start is my guess, but don't know. If John Cena can eat an entire beach covered in dicks for his country, he can get over it. Holy shit. What was that? Oh my God. That's a whole nother conversation. All right. We're about 3 hours, so I'm starting to get to the end. I did pull up a couple of things that I thought were really interested that I wanted to share. This came up today. Both of these came out after the patch notes. And again, the patch notes, one of the big things about the patch notes is that corruption has gotten even more punishing. So it's been increasingly getting more punishing to go corrupt. And so there's 2 very interesting viewpoints that came from this. This was one post. You can see, I'll refresh. Let me refresh this. It's 0 upvotes and 20 comments. So, but corruption will kill the game. I don't think so. New patch note: movement speed penalties for corrupted players. What the fuck? So I think this is somebody that wants to be corrupted, that wants to be able to kill people, and is mad that they keep increasing the penalties. So, I don't think it will kill the game. It definitely will disincentivize people from going corrupted. But again, I think for me though, the more they make this punishing, it still just makes me question, why do you even have the ability for people just to open flag and kill others to start with? Like, why not just make it completely a toggle on off system? If you're having to make corruption so challenging, then my logical next thought is, okay, well then what corruption is trying to help is wrong. Like that design is wrong. This is my opinion. Corruption will save the game. If I wanted to PK people, I would hate this game. No, that's true. For a long time, people said that obviously PvPers, pure PvEers wouldn't like this game. And a lot of people have said pure PvPers wouldn't like this game. And I'm growing to see that, right? If you just really want to go PvP, this game is really starting to not necessarily cater to you either. It's all the people in the middle. So it would probably be in Asmon's best interest to join a fresh server. Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. Oh yeah, because of the level it up, people would come after him. Very true. Very true. Very, very true. It's the idea of the boogeyman. The mere thought of dying at any moment changes the feeling of the game. Yeah, no, that's true. So it has been an interesting experience when we're at a really good grind spot and somebody comes up on you. You do have to actually pay attention to them, because you don't know if they're going to go flag on you while you're trying to fight something and then kill you. So it is definitely a different environment. Like how negative corruption is, the thought of wanting to run a bandit guild becomes less interesting. Yeah, it does. The game is super large. PvPers will kill for farm spots. Yeah, they 100% will. Once everyone's spread out. So even if you're corrupted, no one will be near you to act. Well, that's probably, yeah, that's interesting. Interesting stance too. Dismay. With the world being so large, are people really going to come after you? People will fight back most times. Hope so. when we have more land, grind spots will be so spread out. Hopefully. I didn't see any corrupted player yet. We always fight back. I've killed one corrupted player. Am I going to be live until the server's up? Oh, no. First off, thanks for hanging out. No, I'm actually close to getting out of here. We're at 3 hours. It's about 11:40 my time, and I have to work tomorrow for a little while. So yeah, we're about to log out, so that I can have some sort of freshness available for me tomorrow when the servers do come up. So I'll probably, servers come up at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'll probably be live at 8:30-ish Pacific time. So about an hour and a half beforehand. So PvP will almost die except for events wars. That's possible. Yeah. All right, guys. I think, I want to show you this last one real quick. I appreciate that you're up late-ish in Mountain Time. I said, but yeah, the weekends again, the weekends I actually stream early, right? Saturday, Sunday, I start at 5:30 a.m. But during the week, because of work, I get on late. So this was the other one. So this is sort of the opposite side of this, and it was posted the same day. Always on PvP will kill the game. Also has no upvotes. So these are sort of the two extremes that you see people having right now, which is part of why I'm sharing this. I know a huge amount of the community don't like randomly being killed by other players, regardless of if we lose anything or not. This is where Steven would say that's not for you. The game's not for you. Which again, I hate that statement, but yeah, you just have very opposite opinions that continue to show up that I think will continue to, I think this debate will grow and grow and grow as we add more people. So with corruption causing gear to drop, there shouldn't be any negative stats to the corrupted player. The whole point of the bounty system is corrupting out the corrupted person. You can always do caravans without any restriction. That's true. Very true. Steel City King. Let's say darn by. Is that because yeah, I am about to log out. Sorry. Vilix, can't believe you're still up this late on a weeknight. Yeah, I'm trying, man. It's been fun. I enjoy hanging out with everybody. So I can get away with a little bit less sleep. I didn't stream last night. I am going to probably back off a little bit. I've been doing 6 days a week for a while. So I'll probably just go to 5. I appreciate that. Yeah. Decided to, initially it was just me being lazy. And then I decided to keep it. So people look at you different. They treat you different. It's weird. All because of some facial hair. It's really weird. And that might sound weird, but I mean it. They really do like look at you and treat you different. So I don't know if they expect you to like to stab them or something like that, but they treat you different. So the grind is real. Keep at it. What's up, Max? How you doing? That's how I ended up with mine. Yeah. No, they really do. Of course, there's a lot of grooming though now. I have to have somebody that cuts it, you know, beard oil and all this other shit.
I don't know what the fuck a node is. I have no fucking idea.
No idea what the fuck a node is. All right, y'all. One more for me. I want to hear, just because I want to hear this one more time before I log out.
And now Steven's teabagging me as well.
That's great. Sent me a new video on Discord. All right. Do you mind if I watch it on here sometime? We're all about sort of getting into the drama side of things now. It's been fun. Yeah, grooming is work. It's a lot of work. All right, guys. So I am going to. Oh shit, we're in the middle of a fucking ad break. God damn it. Are you all actually getting ads? It's telling me we're in an ad break. Ads. Seeing Nora without a beard was shocking. Yeah. I remember when he shaved it. It's like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who you're at. I don't know who you are, but you are not Neuro. You are not the person I know. Yeah, that's actually where I'm gonna send a raid to. No ads on YouTube. Yeah, that's why people like YouTube, isn't it? Twitch has just gotten really kind of painful with ads. You know, we have them turned down like low. So I'm not trying to like hit people up for ads all the time. But yeah, I also got Prime. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're going to, well, 20 seconds. I'm going to wait for the ad break to end and everyone to come back just so that I can tell them goodbye. Well, Cupcake, you're not getting an ad because you're subscribed. I did get up and get some salami and cheese. I haven't had salami in forever. Sounds kind of good, actually. My stomach's growling a little bit right now.
And
Yeah, the
now
player.
Steven's teabagging me as well.
Love that sound. I hope he knows that I have that on here for people to play over and over again. Yeah, the player's also way better over on YouTube. I can imagine. I don't know. Twitch has gotten really, really weird. So, all right, guys, I'm going to send us over. Let me start this to Royer. Again, Royer is one of our wonderful content creators. Was really the first person that Steven threw in jail. Has a great video of them out there killing Steven in game, and Royer looting his body. He was corrupted, so Royer got 4 items off of him, and Steven pulled him into a jail in the Tower of Carfen and teabagged him. So he's a good dude. If discoverability and monetization were better here, nobody would have to stream on Twitch. Yeah, there's also that. It's definitely different YouTube to Twitch in that area for sure. All right, guys. Again, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I'll be back on tomorrow. Holy fuck, Royer just raided us. What the hell? Oh, that's why you said Royer's going to raid you. I was dyslexic there, Master Chief, and I thought you were trying to type to Royer that we were going to raid him. Got to be quicker than that. Yeah, that fucking hilarious commercial. I read your message wrong. I'm sorry. So what's hilarious is there's also people that are now listed as raiders that were just here with me. So now they're raiders. I've done that before. I've raided my own channel. I've had someone on background that raided me, and then I became a raider to my own channel. Trilexia. That's hilarious. Well, welcome in, everybody. I don't know that we have anyone to raid at this point. So I appreciate you, Royer. You're great. Thank you for the raid. You did get to me first. We literally had a raid counting down, so I canceled it. Grappler's online. Is he? Yeah, I was about to actually see who's actually streaming. Sorry, all you YouTube folks. This is all the weirdness that's happening over on Twitch. So we don't get to raid on YouTube.
I got Fant MX down.
my name to fame right there, Steven killing me. He still owes me that 1v1. We'll get him. All right, we'll get Grappler then. Yeah. I think the other one's just AFK all the time. So, all right, y'all. It's been fun. I will be on tomorrow at probably 10:30 Central Time, which is what 8:30 Pacific, and we'll kind of keep going all the way up until we get into the servers, and we'll do the key giveaway just prior to starting. We might do more than one. We'll see. It'll be fun because y'all will get to actually this time actually be able to just get in and play the game rather than waiting a week or two. So appreciate y'all. We're going to go on over to Grappler. So I will see you all tomorrow. Friday is almost here. So yes, just over 12 hours. Y'all be good. Thank you. All right, my YouTubers, I will see you all later too. I'm going to cut off.